we dig deeper until our journey finds us as teachers, artists, writers, athletes, engineers, nurses, and friends. And while we're at it, we just might change the world. Anderson University, knowledge for your journey.
Garrett's Golf Carts is a family business. It's family and community focused. When a family or customer walks through the front of our doors, we want them to see more than a showroom. We don't want this place to come across as a car dealership. We want it to come across as a place where they can find exactly what they're looking for the application that they're looking for.
When you purchase a golf cart from Garrett's, the relationship does not end with the sale. In fact, it's just the beginning. Our team has decades of experience, if not over 100 years of combined experience, which sets us apart from our competitors. Our promise is that we will provide quality, honest support for many years to come. A golf cart is more than just a machine, it's a lifestyle. When someone purchases a golf cart from us, we know that they want this to be a part of their lives. When a customer leaves our store with their new cart, they'll begin to make new memories, and we want to be with them every step of the way.
Paul Sanders and Doc Weirden back with you from Anderson, South Carolina. You're looking live, Sparrow Financial Field, Mevin and Dalliance Stadium. It's football time at Anderson University. Kickoff underway. Jelon Warthen Carr, he's going to let it go into the end zone. It's hanging around the goal line. He's got to pick it up. He's coming out with it at the 10. He's going to get us to the 15-yard line, but that ball, he thought it was going to go in the end zone, Doc, and it hung around the goal line. He had to scoop it up and come with it.
Yeah, that was good awareness to pick that ball up and get us out of trouble early on.
Doc, give us a few keys as we start today's game for the Trojans.
Well, we need to start fast here. We don't want to get a hole early on. We want to take their best punch out of the gate, weather it, and stay in this ball game. On defense, we have to contain their running back, Jordan Jackson. He's a player. Don't let him get comfortable early. On offense, we got to spread them out, and hopefully that's what we're about ready to see. Spread them out vertically, spread them out horizontally, and open up these running lanes for the running backs.
All right, Tyler Wesley setting him up. He's back with us after last game. Came back and got a win for us. Here he's going to we got penalties to start the game off. I don't like seeing that. But good to have Tyler Wesley back. He was out for the Barton game, our first road game. Came back, got us to overtime against Catawba, got us a win last week against UVA Wise.
Yeah, if you've, it's been 3 games since we've had a home game, but if you've been watching these games, you're just seeing this team really improve, really progress. And our quarterback, boy, oh boy, I've been really impressed seeing him just keep getting better and better. Really exciting to see.
They just dinged our tight end with some kind of procedure. Your bigs up front starting for the AU offensive line. Left tackle, 74, Cameron Burris. Left guard, 52, Cam Johnson. Centers, 51, Austin Head. Right guard, 73, Elijah Steckler. Right tackle, 77, Caleb Carr. Your skill guys out at the top of the receiver there, number 11, Bray Simmons. Wesley Beckett, your tight end. Dylan Manders will see some time. Wesley's about to call for it here. First down. We got 15 to go. Ball's at the 10-yard line. Wesley digs out. He's going to keep it here. He fakes to Bryson James. Wesley makes a few guys miss, finds a seam, gets up close to the 19-yard line. Good to see Bryson James back in the lineup. Several weeks out. He was dinged up, but back with us now. And Wesley gets us about 9 to bring us to second and looks like 6.
Yeah, good little gain there on that first play.
2 other receivers here, Jelon Warthen Carr and Kenneth Brown. These guys have been pretty good for us this year. Wesley waits a snap. And he's going to give this to James. He runs into a wall. Number 17's there right away. That big man is Elijah Harper. Harper's a 6'3", 240-pound junior. And, hey, Doc, don't look now. Harper's from Anderson, South Carolina, starting up there on the defensive front.
Yeah, we don't want to get entangled on any infractions, but, welcome back, and open arms here if you want to look at us, come play for us.
Hey, hometown boy. He's a junior. Program wasn't around when he started playing football,
right,
but, hey, we got
right.
one now. Here we go, Wesley. This is third down. It's a big one. 7 yards to go. He's looking downfield to throw. He's throwing to the sideline. Oh, intended for Warthen Carr.
It would have been a tough catch.
Couldn't quite get it. It was a tough one to handle.
All right. If you're not here at the game and you're not at Anderson, this is a picture-perfect day.
Oh, it is.
Beautiful weather. This is kind of a sad part of the season. We're just about halfway through the season in college football. It's been a fun one so far.
Well, we're punting here, 4th down. It's number 46, Tristan Lyon. He's been all kind of good for us these last few games. Field position, flipping field. I mean, if you're looking for a guy in the running for most valuable player,
ain't kidding.
I tell you, at least for special teams, Tristan Lyon's doing a great job. This punt, kind of a medium line driver towards the sideline. Not going to give him a chance to return. He's going to get it back inside his 40, down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Tristan, my goodness, the punting he's been doing for us is huge. Last week put a punt late in the game, out of bounds at the 4. That was a huge punt that really helped us win that game against UVY. So, man, he's been important for this team.
That was probably close to 40 yards there on the punt. Defensive line for your Trojans, number 4, Ryan Richardson. Nose guard, Hezzy Kennard, number 96. Number 47, Colton Smith, the other DN. Your corners are Darian Perry and Jalil Rivas-Dix. We've got some backers in the middle. At Mike is Jared Woods. And here we go. Your quarterback is Charles Mutter III. He's waiting for the call. He's going to give it on a little bit of a jet sweep action. Number 1
There you go.
got the carry that's Cam Peoples. But we're all over that.
Good discipline there on defense, staying at home and containing that play. That was great.
Your outside backers, Josiah Jeffrey and Cade Evanson. Your bandit is Chase Brightheart. Your free safety, Carter Witt, and another safety out there. They call him the dog, Kendall Chapman. Got to coach that kid when he was young. All right, so 2nd down. It's 9 to go. Charles Mutter III setting them up. And he's going to give this straight ahead. Little hop step there. That's your running back, number 7, Jordan Jackson. But, again, not a lot doing. Defensive front and backers ready for that. It's going to be 3rd down. It's about 6 yards to go.
All right, big play early.
Mutter III on the year, 65 for 127. He's thrown 7 interceptions, just over 51% completion percentage. 1,075 yards, 13 TDs. I tell you, when you compare him and Tyler Wesley, Tyler, similar on numbers, except Tyler's got a lot fewer interceptions. Here goes Mutter III. Hope we get one here. Pressure's coming. He steps up in the pocket. He throws it away. Brett Hittman, defensive coordinator, dialed up the blitz, and we're going to get him on 4th here.
Good pressure. Force the quarterback to get rid of it early. Excellent. Just what we wanted to see there.
Your defensive coordinator is Brett Hickman. Of course, your head ball coach, Bobby Lamb. We're starting a new program. He's done it elsewhere. Revived the Mercer program. They've been dormant for over 70 years into a D1 power now. And now he's here with us at Anderson. Out to punt. Looks like Wally Venter. That kid, the hang time on his punts. Now, this one wasn't as good, and it took a bounce our favor. We're going to get it to 36. Get away from it, young men. Get your feet close to that ball.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I was watching some pregame punting, and he had some hang time and some touch on how those balls landed, but didn't go for him that time. And we start with some pretty good field position to 36.
Yeah, the wind changed direction there since the beginning of the game. He was kicking that a little bit into the wind there. I wonder if that had an effect on that punt. All right, so we're seeing the offense come back out for the 2nd series. Need to keep this momentum going.
You know, we didn't start fast, but at least we didn't start terribly slow, giving up a quick score on defense. So here we are, 0-0 with 11:45 to go in the 1st quarter. It's our 2nd possession. Tyler Wesley leads us out. Bryson James is your running back. Three receivers bunched real tight. He's going to fake it to James. He's going to get it out quick to Warthen Carr, and he might have got a yard. It's like a little bunch formation there, and they were just seeing if they could get a few blockers out and get it into playmakers' hands pretty quick. But it goes for 1, 2nd down and 9. Second down. Man in motion's Warthen Carr. Wesley calls for it. He's looking to throw it. He got some pressure. He pumped once, almost threw a pick right into the hands of number 2. There on the defensive side is Caleb Lundy. And, boy, got away with one there, Doc.
Yeah, that would not have been good. So let's make the
try
most
not to
of
put
this.
that broadcaster jinx on him. He only has 2 interceptions this year. That was nearly his 3rd.
Yeah. Thank God for second chances. Let's see what we can make of this one.
It's 3rd down, 9 yards to go. We got Mons Campbell. He's actually the leading rusher this year for the Trojans. He's in the backfield. Good receiver at the backfield, too. Warthen Carr comes motion right. There's 2 receivers left, 2 right now. He's got pressure. Blitz is coming. Throws over the middle, hits our offensive lineman there. Hit big Cameron Burris, I think, in the back of the helmet. I know it looked like he was looking for a middle screen or something, but things did not set up well.
Yeah, the defense really got some penetration there and really forced that. We're going to have to clean some things up here to get this ball moving.
Offensive coordinator Seth Strickland. I believe he played over there for Lou Holtz for a few years, back for the Gamecocks. Tristan Lyons, about our 22-yard line to punt. Punt return man, they list number 1, Cam Peoples. And it's another little bit of a line driver. Peoples going to have a shot at it, and he's going left side, makes a man miss, crosses the 25 to 29-yard line. But the coverage is there.
3 or 4 Anderson players there to contain that and tackle. So, all right.
Like number 19 there for us led the way.
90-second media timeout.
I think that's Dylan Manders, our tight end. You got a media timeout. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Wasps. They're at their own 29-yard line. We'll keep going. All right, we're back live. Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. Emory and Henry Wasp taking over. 1st down and 10. 10:50 to go first quarter. We've had 2 possessions. We punt both times, no first downs. Wasp went 3 and out their first go. So here comes QB, Charles Mutter III. He's going to give it to Peep. That's number 7. Finds a seam at the 40, up at the 50-yard line. That's Jordan Jackson.
Yeah, I think we're going to be calling his name a lot today. He's quite a ball player.
Kendall Chapman in on the tackle there, one of our safeties. Jordan Jackson has 664 yards coming in this game, 4 TDs. Mutter the third.
Oh,
ball's on the ground.
They jumped on it. All right, so just a fun stat here right now is that is their first fumble of the year. First time they've put the ball on the ground.
How about that? Well, and it's almost like Mutter the third's eyes were just off the ball for a second, and so as he's trying to bring it down to put in his back's belly, it's just a mishandling of it. I think that'd go against the QB. So it's 2nd down and 12. Wasp, after that big run from Jackson, good field position here. Mutter the third's going to throw it out quick over the 1, and that's an incomplete. It's a forward pass, so it'll go as an incomplete, intended for number 1.
Yeah, he was open.
Caleb Peoples.
Yeah,
he might have had some. Did he have some room out there in front?
Yeah, quarterback knew he just didn't get it.
He just got a little happy there. Big third down now coming for the Trojan
right.
defense.
Crowd's on their feet.
Hey, listen, it's a good-sized crowd here in Anderson, South Carolina. If I was looking at the attendance so far in the SAC, I believe Anderson's leading all schools with attendance each week. Let's see if they can make some noise here on 3rd and 12. Mutter the third's waiting for it. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 right. Jackson's in the backfield. He's got pressure. That's Big Richardson.
There you go.
Big Brian Richardson with the pressure. He wasn't the only one, but he was leading the way. Oh, I like it. That's good push up front by the defensive line. Just overwhelmed Emory and Henry.
All right, well, these teams are exchanging punches. A little bit of a stalemate right now. This is encouraging. I like seeing this. 2
possessions each, 2 3-and-outs each. Punter Wally Venter, number 35, doing the honors
Looks like
for the
coming,
Wasp.
they're coming at this.
Carter Witt. That's that hang time. He just turned the field over. Witt's going to let it bounce. We better get away from it. I don't understand our kids. Sometimes we're not paying attention what's going on. That ball hits us, and they're going to have a ball at our doorstep.
That was some hang time right there.
What a punt. We're glad it got into the end zone because it won't net what the length of the kick was. I mean, he kicked it over 50 yards in the air, but it goes into the end zone, and so we're going to come out to the 20-yard line. Our third possession, there's 9:17 to go, first quarter. We got Bryson James as our running back, 2 receivers left. Now one, Warthen Carr coming in motion right. Now he's going back to the left. And we're going to give it to him on the jet. Picks up a good block on the sideline.
There we go.
Warthen Carr's up close to the 30. Good first down play.
Good play.
They blocked it well, Doc. And, man, you execute like that, and you got 9 yards and 2nd and 1. This is where I take a shot. I don't know. I'm kind of old school coach. I'm like, hey, we got 2nd and 1. We got a few downs to play with. Let's see. They got man coverage here. Looks like they're going 0 coverage. Good gracious, I'd take a shot. Well, we're going to fake it here and just get the first down. Bryson James running the left side. He's going to go out of bounds over the 30 to 33-yard line.
All right, first down.
First down of the game comes for the Trojans at the 8:40 mark of the first quarter. First first down for either team. We're at the 34-yard line. Tyler Wesley waiting for the snap. We're going to send our tight end Beckett. He's going in motion. We're going to give it to James, and we got whistles on the play.
I think we got a false start on
2
Anderson.
guys moving at once. I might have saw 2 guys moving at once.
See what the refs call here. Oh, how about that?
Hey.
Was not expecting that.
I saw wrong, and I'm glad I did. Nothing like a free 5 yards on first down. First down and 5 Trojans.
You know, Anderson has not been having very many penalties this season. It looks like they have 11 penalties this year, which is 2.8 a game, which is the lowest in the league, if I'm reading things right.
That speaks to some coaching. First down and 5. Tyler Wesley, he's going to keep it. Crosses the 40 to 43. Man comes in late on top of him. Hate seeing our quarterback get a guy land on him like that, but Wesley gets us a few more yards. And
somebody's hurt.
We do got a man down, and I don't like it. That's number 74, Cameron Burris. You know, you just don't like seeing anybody go down. But when there's those bigs up front that are paving the way for running backs, they're protecting quarterbacks. It's an especially a blow to your team.
Yeah, those guys are vulnerable. Their position is not easy, that is for sure.
Seeing what they're looking at. Are they looking at a leg? He's taking his helmet off down there. Well, offensively, just to give you a comparison, 29 points a game for Anderson and just under 33 points a game for Emory and Henry. Again, 377 a game, total yards to 356, Emory and Henry. Passing, Emory and Henry 232 to Anderson's 203 a game. And we rush it for 152. They rush it for 145.
Yeah, and you look at their schedule, what they've done this year, 5-1. They've beat Glenville State, Bluefield State, Barton, Lenore Ryan, Tusculum. They did lose at Limestone 37-24, their lone loss of the year. And then this game right here for them, this is going to be I think a telltale game here. But I think how do you judge how Anderson is if you're an opposing team? You've never played them before. You don't have much game film on them. It's their first year. They didn't exist last year.
Yeah, they're a little bit of a mystery.
A little bit of
the more
mystery.
film you get, the more you understand. Mr. Burris is coming off. Looks like he's got a brace on that left leg, and that seems to be what he's favoring. Nah, I don't know. It might be a right leg.
Yeah, it looks like I think it's his right leg, but we'll see.
He's not. He's walking pretty gingerly, so they're going to go check him out on the sideline. I think the next man up is listed at number 66, Gavin Barton, over there at left tackle. Try to get my eyes on that and confirm. I'm not 100% sure.
We're 2nd and 1. Hopefully convert our second first down.
Good time to lather up that new tackle. Warthen Carr goes in motion. Wesley calls for it, and he's going to throw it. And he's looking downfield. He's got a man on the sideline, maybe throw it a little late. Defensive back just had time to hang around. That was intended. Is that Kenneth Brown or is that Warthen Carr? That was Jalon.
Number 11, Addison Nicely on defense, broke that pass up. Pretty good play.
There's your call, though. I like 2nd and 1. You take a little bit. It wasn't too much of a shot, but you try to get something downfield. 3rd down and 1. See if we can come back and pick it up on the ground. And I'm trying to see who that tackle. You see that left tackle number? Warthen Carr goes in motion. Tyler Wesley. He gives it to James. He's got
there
the
we
corner.
Go.
Puts his shoulder down, breaks the tackle,
First
gets up
down.
to the 48-yard line. See 77.
All right. Love seeing this chains move. Let's keep this going.
52. I think it's Michael Shook, number 71, who's come in at tackle. Number 71, Michael Shook. And they've got him at right tackle. Wesley gets a snap. Here we go. Bryson James. He's looking for daylight. Got nothing. They're stretching him out. He might have got to the line of scrimmage. Number 25 over there.
Okay.
What just happened?
Had a little extracurricular activity there. That should be a flag on number 2. It was not a punch, but it wasn't a love tap. That's for sure. And we just saw another one.
Getting a little chippy.
Definitely
getting a little
chippy. All right, number 8 and number 2.
It's Caleb Lundy getting a little chippy. Number 8, they're bringing him out. He must have got a little too chippy, Corey Prince. I think it was Addison Nicely made the tackle.
Sometimes you need a little wake-up call.
Well, look, you're Emory and Henry 6 minutes in. You thought you'd be up 14-0 at this point. You're not. You're starting to get frustrated. You're starting to lay down, hey, this ain't how it's supposed to go, and you get things get a little chippy. Here comes Wesley giving it to James, brings ahead to the 50. But that defensive fray, that's got to be a late hit.
Okay.
They just kept going with it. Whistle had blown. Officials better get a hold of this.
Well, I think the stands agree with you too, Paul, so everybody's getting fired up here now.
My goodness, whistles are blowing, and they're picking our guy up. Looks like WWF out there. 3rd down and 8. This is where your young team dig down and take the blow and give your own blow back here. Let's see if we can do it on 3rd down and 8. Wesley's looking to pass. He's getting pressured. He's rolling right. He's looking. He gets it away.
Oh, no.
Throws it in the middle. There's a man sitting there. It's picked off. Number 4. Sean Collins. He's a 6'2", 220-pound junior from Salem, Virginia, and it wasn't a very challenging pick. Wesley just kind of threw that up as pressure was coming. He was rolling right. So first turnover on the day. That's Wesley's third interception on the season.
All right.
So, this is where established programs seek to exert their will.
Yeah,
they just got the turnover. They're at their 42.
Yeah, we got to regain composure here and settle this thing back down.
Four-man front. That's Jeb Robinson. They're walking up on the edge there, one of the outside backers. He's going to bring pressure. He's going to set an edge. They're going to get the edge. Jeb's chasing him. Can't get him. We get him out of bounds, though. That's number 6. That's our corner. Perry made it, and Woods was over there. Kendall Chapman's getting in on it. 2 young men on defense that I coached them up. Doc, getting them ready for this kind of NCAA competition. Jeb Robinson, number 11. Number 20, Kendall Chapman, both Simpsonville Fountain Inn boys. They both played ball at Hillcrest High School. 2nd down and 2. Mutter the third. He gets it. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to get the yards himself. He gets it and then some. Crosses the 45 to the 44.
That was a tough run. Got the first. Is that their first down so far?
Well, they had that big run by Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
Earlier. Yeah. They're at our 45. First down and 10. Trojan defense got to bail us out after the turnover. 3-man front. Mutter the third. He's going to give it to Jackson. Jackson waits very patiently, finds a seam, gets up close to the 40. He just watched his blocking to see where things were opening up, and it's a good gain on first down. They spot him short of where I thought they would. Turns out to be about 4, 2nd and 6. We're walking our outside backer, Jeb Robinson, up again this time. Mutter the third's checking out the defense. Now he's got the snap. Now he's going to fake it to Jackson. He's going to throw outside. It's complete. That's Peoples. And we got him out of bounds over there. Is number 3, Carter Witt.
Did move the chains on that play.
It is a first down. 3:19 to go, first quarter. First adversity strikes Anderson with an interception. Now Emory and Henry driving the ball. They're at our 33. They started around their own 45. See if our defense can bow up here. They've got a tight end here on the left side, 2 receivers right. He's going to fake it to Jackson. He's going to throw. They're just taking this underneath route, and they got another 11. First down to Peoples out on the sideline.
Darian Perry on the tackle. He was the South Atlantic Conference Player of the Week in last week's win against UVA Wise. He had 13 tackles, game high, and 6 solos out of that. Sack and a broken up pair of passes.
Way to go, DP. 2:30 to go, first quarter. First downs were hard to come by in the first 4 possessions, but Emory and Henry's cranking a few out here back-to-back after getting an interception off Tyler Wesley. 2:15 to go, man motion left. They're going to give it to Jackson. Jackson's looking. He finds a seam. Just that patient run is going to give him another 3.
Well, watching warm-ups, they got a kicker with a pretty good leg here, so we're definitely inside a field goal range.
Oh, no doubt about it. We saw him tee off on one 45 yards away. It could have gone 55, no problem.
Yeah. So
a little bit of a golfer's curve the way he angled it. It was a thing of beauty.
Are you starting to fall in love with the kicking game? Are you getting soft with your old age?
I'll do a little pregame watching of the kickers. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6. Jackson.
There we go.
Somebody's got him in the backfield. He tried to get back line of scrimmage. He lost some yards. Looks like, is that Cade Evanson?
There's a couple people.
Outside backer, I think Cade Evanson led the way.
I think Gerard Woods was in there
Wood,
too.
He's our big middle linebacker. He had something to do with that. So 3rd and 8. This would be big if our defense can deny them here. Then they'll bring out
all right, the
big leg Trace Butcher.
Anderson crowd's on their feet.
Bucker. I'll get it right in a minute. 3rd and 8. Mutter the third. Looking for the call. He's getting his O straight. We've got 5 men on the line of scrimmage. We're bringing 4 of them. We get to Jackson. He gets Jackson in the backfield. Good play by Perry. DP, Darian Perry, got him out of bounds, short of the sticks.
Yeah, about 3 yards short.
Emory and Henry sending off the field goal team. Defense watch a fake. Let's see who we teeing up here. Looks like number 15. That's your holder.
36, Trace Butcher.
Trace. Butcher? Maybe Butcher? Well, spot, hold, kick. It's up. Kick is good. So with 44 seconds, how many seconds we got? We got 17 seconds. 17 seconds to go first quarter. Emory, the Wasp get first sting. It's 3-0.
Okay, I'll take the 3.
Too soon? Did I use it too soon?
Yeah.
All right.
Should have saved that for the second quarter.
Doggone it. Tens of people listening. Maybe I can pull it back out later.
I'll never forget when you texted me last week. Couldn't wait to use that one. You've been sitting on that for a week. I know it was hard.
I just couldn't contain myself. JBC back deep along with Worth and Carr. JBC Jr.
So
they got some different kickers that do different things here. They're such specialists. You know, this is Sam Buckner. So we got some names that are kind of mess with me here, but Sam Buckner is doing the kickoffs, and he's going to send this one back, and it's returnable by Worth and Carr, 15-20. Trying to get outside. He gets a block over there, and he's taken down hard at the 25-yard line's out of bounds on our sideline.
So if pregame speech from Coach Hunter on Emory's side, I'm telling my team not to overlook this Anderson football team. Yeah, they didn't exist a year ago, but don't take them lightly. Don't take them for granted. But it's easy to say, harder to do, and I do see some frustration mounting on their side. I'm sure they weren't expecting to be only up by 3 in the first quarter at this point.
We have officially, well, this is going to probably be the last play of the first quarter unless it's a pass. Tyler Wesley, he is going to give it. That's Mons Campbell trying to get the corner out of bounds around the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. 29, they're giving us 29. That's going to end the first quarter. End of one. And Emory and Henry out of Emory, Virginia, are up 3-0 against our Trojans. But you've weathered a good team coming into your home field. You didn't get shell-shocked early. You're only down 3-0. You're getting them 3 and out a couple times. There's a lot of things to take away to build confidence for this young Trojan football team. You know, that couple weeks ago on the road against Catawba, we're down 21-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and if you look at Anderson just through the season, they don't score the first quarter. It hasn't been their biggest scoring quarter. Their 2 best scoring quarters are the second and third quarters. So not that they start slow, but they don't rush out of the gate. So this is boding well right now for Anderson. If I'm Coach Lamb, I'm talking to him, saying, look, stay disciplined. They're getting frustrated. Do your thing. Do exactly what we've talked about in practice. Execute. Pay attention to detail. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. If this keeps up, I like where this might head.
Emory and Henry's got 42 rush yards to our 28. Pass yards, looks like total yards, 66-38. So passing yards, 24-10. E&H has the nod on a couple of the stat lines.
Yeah, I mean,
we've turned it over once.
That's the big one right there. That started that drive we just saw. Possession time is pretty close. It's almost 8 minutes for E&H and 7 minutes for Anderson.
You know, Tyler Wesley has been one of those last couple games that has started kind of slow and has picked it up as the game went on. First quarter, he's 2 of 7, 1 interception, 10 yards. So we hope to see that train get running here.
Yeah, we got to get a little bit looser on offense and get it spread out. We got to get a little more success moving it and start opening up this defense, soften them up.
Yeah, as we said, kind of some keys, trying to loosen them up. We want our run to be effective, but we've got to hit some balls downfield to open that run up more. All right, Tyler Wesley's waiting for it here. Second quarter's underway. He's going to give to Mons Campbell. He might have a yard. Could have got 2. Mons Campbell. He's our season leader rushing right now. He came into the game 70 attempts for 302 yards and 3 TDs. A little bit of running back by committee. James is back now. We also have Gunn and JBC Jr. 2 receivers left, tight ends out there with him, so really 3 left, 1 right. Campbell's your running back. Wesley's looking to pass, looking downfield. They're setting up the screen coming across the middle. Just, I don't know if Brown didn't see it. It is a little hot to handle, but Kenneth Brown couldn't pull it in. He had some room to run had we connected. So, again, just the quarterback-receiver connection, just not there yet so far today. Going to bring up 4th down and 7.
It's easy to have those alligator arms when you're going across the middle.
That is true. You don't know what's there, but boy, right there, he definitely had some space to try to make a play. Well, Tristan Lyons going to be punting it for us.
A little bit into the wind. A little bit of wind blowing at him. Oh.
He gets it off. It's a low, not a good one.
He had some pressure.
They're not able to field it, so we get a little bit of a bounce. It's going to just about kiss the 35-yard line. It probably is about a 36-yard punt.
All right, well, the defense has a chance here to get back on track.
Second quarter score, Miami 24, Louisville 14. Clemson at the half with UVA just 17-10. Tony Elliott returning home there. All right, Wasp are out here, 35-yard line, 1st and 10. They got a field goal on their last drive that was set up by an interception. Moved the ball about 40 yards to get in field goal range. Mudd of the third's going to give. This is a new running back here. We'll get his name, number 22. That's Cade Snotherly.
Senior out of Western. Well, he played at Western Carolina last year out of Ashboro.
Okay, D1 transfer. Big 99, Tyrell Hughes getting the stop on that play. They picked up close to 4, 2nd and 6. Mudd of the third. Snotherly next to him. 2 receivers left, 2 right. He's looking to pass. He's got time. Now he's rolling left. There's nobody there. He's at the 40. 45. Over midfield. 45. Out of bounds.
Well,
run out there by Carter Witt.
There was good coverage on that, but as the defense followed all the receivers, it left a pretty wide space for the quarterback to get that gain. It makes you wonder if that was by design.
Well,
quarterback all the way.
Were we in man?
Yeah.
You know, your back's turned if you're running man, and then that means that edge has got to be set by whoever that man on the defensive front is, and we didn't get it. He had all day to run. 1st and 10, they're at our 43. Mudd the third, he's going to give it to Snotherly. Snotherly's working hard for a few yards. Number 97 in there. Bulk of the Trojan bodies on top of him there. Josh McCusick. Looks like we're rotating some defensive linemen in. Jaden Easterwood was in on that. Josh Matusik. 2nd and 7. Mutter the third. Got a man in motion. That's Peoples coming right to left. Mutter the third's looking downfield. Now he's going to, again, we're in some man coverage. He takes off up over the middle this time. I think he picked up a first down. He went head first instead of sliding, so I think they're going to mark that first down yardage. Maybe not.
Well, they did give him.
Maybe not. He's about a half a yard short. Well, if you're joining us on Flow Sports or 105.1 The Spirit, welcome to Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. It's 3-0. Emory and Henry among the top of the division here. We're among the bottom. They're up 3-0 with 11:30 go 7 second quarter. It's 3rd down. Mutter the third's calling the play. 4-man front. Looks like we're manning up on the edges. Jackson gets the call, head down. Carter Witt makes a tackle, but it's going to be a first down.
Looks like he got it.
So Emory and Henry, they're the Wasps. They're wearing yellow helmets, white jersey, yellow pants. If in case you're listening on the radio, you want to get it in your head. Your Trojans are wearing the gold helmet, black jerseys, black breeches. Part of our home field attire. There's some pink on the team, some pink in the crowd. Some pink on the sideline representing Cancer Awareness Month. Good crowd here at Anderson on a beautiful day. 1st down and 10. Mutter the third, he's just standing there with it. He got all kind of time to throw it. He gets it out again. One of those just underneath routes. Move the chains. That's completed. Number 14 makes the catch. Cam Abshire. Darian Perry's there to stop him, but I don't know. It looks like they're calling according to our coverage. We're in when there's man's quarterback taking off, we sit in the zone. They just hit the quick curl, and they're moving the chains.
Yeah, they're methodically moving it down the field. Pretty good game calling.
Little game of chess here. See what Brett Hickman can dial up. Can we confuse Mutter the third? He's going to give it to Jackson up the middle.
Right.
Carter Witt came from the safety spot to help get that tackle. It's going to be about a yard gain. There's also number 96, Hezzy Kennard.
Well, you got to believe they're in field goal range at this point with the leg of their kicker. So let's stop them from getting in this end zone, and let's hope we get some wind on that kick and turn them away here.
2nd down, 9 to go. One receiver right, one left. Goodness, looks like they got 2 tights on either side. Jackson's your running back. They were going to just fake it there, and they were going to take a shot, I think, down here to the end zone. Single coverage with DP. Darian Perry.
All right.
They're going to have to back it up 5 yards.
We'll take it.
2nd and 14 for the Wasp. Could use some more of that. Get a little noise here in Anderson. 2nd down and 14. Mutter the third. Jackson is left of him. He's going to fake it to Jackson. He's taking a shot. They're just going other side. Got a man. We got coverage. There's a fight for it in the end zone.
No.
He got it.
Come on. I don't know about that.
He got it.
I
Number
don't
19.
know.
They're saying it was a jump ball.
I don't.
They're saying 19 came down with it.
No. Anderson.
Tristan Stitt. He's a backup receiver. Tristan Stitt. They threw the jump ball. They were going to throw that down here on the bottom towards our sideline last play. They go with it there.
Anderson came away with that ball.
They called it a touchdown. The officials are having a committee meeting about it.
I need them to look at this. I want to see this.
We do have replay in Division II NCAA football.
We got to take a look at this.
I think it's a touchdown. You got to take a look at it because it is in question.
That was, I mean, it was on the far corner of the field, so it was hard to see, but daggone, he came away with it. It looked like he had it all the way, but there could have been a 50-50 possession there, and I guess that goes to the offense. Is that correct, on 50-50 in the end zone?
Yeah, I think
that would be a touchdown. So they're going to look at it.
It doesn't look like we have replay up here in the booth to be able to tell you anything, so we're going to be waiting on the committee meeting, and they're huddled under the tent. Not as hot a day, so we don't expect them to be there as long as that last crew a few weeks ago.
I don't see any snacks under the tent today, so hopefully they
no
get
couches or recliners.
Hopefully they see really quickly that was not a touchdown and, in fact, an interception. You know, they're people too, Paul. They make mistakes sometimes.
Well, look, you are the optometrist, so I think hopefully your vision saw it rightly here. I guess we're getting ready to tell.
I'm getting a little older. Speaking of other football scores, my alma mater, Indiana University, up big over Nebraska 28-7. Some people say Indiana's a soccer school or a basketball school. Could they, in fact, be a football school as well now? Number 16 in the nation.
Look at you. 3-3 Auburn and Missouri at the half. Boy, that's a barn burner. That's a soccer score, if you ask me.
I don't know if you watched any football last week, but boy, oh boy, there's some amazing games. And then, lo and behold, South Carolina.
We getting a replay.
Okay, here we go. You know,
okay, so we came out of there with it.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
that's what you were saying.
That's what I'm trying to
There
tell
was a
you.
fight for the ball.
He had it all the way.
And
Anderson had it all the way.
Our number 18. Am I seeing that number right, or is it 16?
I think it's 18, yeah.
It's either Christian Sexton or Jaden Hollis, and those numbers sometimes get bunched up.
All right, let's look at it again here.
It's like an 18, doesn't it?
You know, the Wasp player, he gets up celebrating, saying he has the ball.
There's no ball in his hand.
But he doesn't have the ball. It's easier to celebrate when you don't have the ball in your hand, I guess, but the Anderson player had the ball. I'm going with an interception.
I think that's number 18, Jaden Hollis. The number looks like an 18. He's not listed on the two deep. They actually have.
After review, the ruling on the field states.
They're going to give him the touchdown. I guess it wasn't enough to turn it over.
Not confirmed. That would have been a hard one to overturn, in all fairness.
It is charged with their first timeout of the first half.
Well, it didn't go our way. The jump ball, they're going to say that Tristan Stitt came down with it. He actually came up with nothing in his hands. Our guy had the ball, but they're going to say he won the tie, and it was ripped out as they hit the ground.
There'll be a big asterisk beside that touchdown. Little tiny 9 on the scoreboard. Big asterisk on that one.
So with 8:51 to go, they're teeing it up for the extra point. Trace Butcher. And it's good. 10-0. 8:51 to go. We need some offense. We need it now, Doc.
Yeah, that's tough, that one, but we got to shake it off. Doesn't always go your way. 10-0, 8 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second quarter. This clock is going fast.
Well, neither team has had a lot of success throwing it. Emory and Henry have hit some underneath routes when we were sitting back in the zone, and then they just hit the touchdown pass.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of rushes, so the game has moved a little quicker. It probably will slow down as the game goes, particularly as we try to throw it around to get this ball down the field.
Yeah, we need to answer on this drive. We need to answer and get a little momentum back and go into halftime a little bit better than where things sit right now.
This time it's kicking off Sam Buckner, not to be confused with the field goal PAT man Trace Butcher. Warthen Carr takes the return out over the 20 to 23, 24-yard line. Trojan offense. We need an answer. We're down 10-0, 8:42 to go in the half. Starting at our 24-yard line.
All right. Got Bryson James back on the field in running back.
Zayden Gunn's in there as well. So 2 running back look. We've got tight end Beckett, Wesley Beckett in there. 1 receiver right, 1 left. A little bit of a different formation look here in the second quarter. Bryson James, I'm not sure. That was such a good fake. James didn't have it, and we got it actually to Gunn.
Passed to Gunn. Just happened
Threw
to.
it to Gunn. Good enough to lose 3 there. Just wish that defense could have got fooled on that like I did. I thought James had it. 2nd and 12. How about this? Got our tight end, Wesley Beckett. Split out all the way towards our sideline. Warthen Carr's a slot. Bray Simmons. That's not Bray. That's Kenneth Brown up top. Give it to James.
Okay.
20, James 25. James
Got a
gets
little
outside to the 30. Good block over there by Kenneth Brown to buy some time. We're close to the chains. Close to the yard to get. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Or is it?
Yeah, they're moving them.
They're moving them. First down for your Trojans.
All right.
Well done. Got the edge on the short side of the field. I never feel like that's easy to do. Some good blocking over there on the right side. 2 running back still. It's Zayden Gunn, Bryson James, Tyler Wesley. He's going to dig it out. Fakes to James. Fires over the middle. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Jelon Warthen Carr pulls it in up over the 50. Well, right at the midfield. Little fake play action there. Frozen linebackers to get inside in the hole. Good pitch and catch. First down, Trojans. Wesley Beckett's tight end off the right side. 1 receiver left, 1 right. 2 running backs. And Tyler Wesley keeps it up the middle.
Got about
Takes
4.
a shot to the chest by number 11. That's Addison Nicely.
Out of Mount Crawford, Virginia.
Picked up 4, 2nd and 6. So two running back set, 1 tight end, 2 receivers. Wesley takes a snap. He's going to give to Zayden Gunn. They were on him by the time he got it. Had a defensive lineman wrapped around his back. Number 91, William Hamlin. Hamlin's a sophomore. It's first underclassman I've called for them. 6'3", 240, Johnson City, Tennessee. So really looks like a loss of 1 on that play. It's 3rd down and 7. Back to a 1-back set. Brown, Warthen Carr, Beckett are on the visitor sideline. I don't know if we got him in what we want him in. Brace Simons is down here on the left side. Now Warthen Carr comes motion right to left. Wesley's looking to throw. He better get it out quick. He steps up. He's under pressure from every side. They get him from backside.
Number 11 again, Addison Nicely. He rushed right past him and then came back and got him from behind.
And it's a sack.
Is there a flag? Yeah. Holding.
Against the defense.
Interesting.
They must be grabbing receivers or something. My name's Jimmy. I'll take all you give me. First down, Anderson. Moves the ball into Emory and Henry territory at the 37-yard line. We've not been on their side of the field, I don't believe, Doc.
I think you're correct. Wesley Beckett is lined up again.
Down here on the sideline. Really interesting there. That's your tight end. Warthen Carr, Brown, they're your receivers with 2 running back set again with Zayden Gunn and Bryson James. What's our play clock got? 13 seconds there. We get a little slow getting the play in. We got it now. Time to get it off. Tyler Wesley got time, and he's taking a shot for the end zone. Warthen Carr had a shot.
Man.
Coverage was tight.
Ball was right there.
Number 21 was on the coverage, Jarrell
Good
Harrison.
coverage. It was, by the way, great blocking there to give Tyler time there to throw that ball.
Lots of time. Good job, O-line. Here we are, 4:43 second quarter. That's our first shot we've taken like that. I believe we brought in 2 running backs to give us the kind of protection we need. But, boy, we got to take some shots like that, you're going to get the defense thinking. And then if you complete 1 or 2 of them, you're going to change the game. So here we go. 2nd down and 10. Dylan Manders is your tight end in there now. He's on the right side. 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Bryson James cuts up with a 40-35, puts his shoulder down to the 31-yard line. So it gives us 3rd down and manageable.
There you go. And that long shot, you just got to believe it softens up the defense and allows some of these holes to open up.
It gets in your head.
This is what we like to see. The tempo had slowed down a little bit there for Anderson. That's about as slow as I've seen this offense move this season. The clock is continuing to tick, going close to the 4-minute mark here.
3rd and 4. Dylan Manders is a tight end. He split right with Kenneth Brown. Warthen Carr and Bray Simons are down low. Mons Campbell's your running back. He's the best receiver out of the backfield. They were looking for him, and he wasn't there.
No.
And then Wesley threw it, and there looked like miscommunication, and we got an interception number 2.
Definitely.
Is that number 11? He's made several plays here on that drive. Nicely.
Yeah, he's having himself a ball game.
Addison Nicely, he's a 5th-year senior. He's 6'1", 195, Mount Crawford, Virginia. And there we are. We're getting down to where we're in point range, and we get picked off. Hey, we'll be back. Word from your sponsors coming at you.
All right, put us back.
Back in Anderson, South Carolina, Melvin and Donley Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. We're in the second quarter, 3:53 to go. Emory and Henry has 10. Our Trojans have 0. We were just driving the ball, and Tyler Wesley threw his 2nd interception on the day. Taken over are the Wasp at their own 15-yard line. If we're going to get a turnover today, this would be the time to get it. Mutter the third, your quarterback. I think he's got Jackson at running back. He's going to throw it out here quick to number 14. Cam Abshire, he has a couple receptions today, and it's not a bad first yard get. 5 yards, maybe 6, 2nd and 4. Jaden Hollis got him out, so it is an 18. Jalen Hollis is the one that nearly came up with the interception on our side, but they gave possession to the receiver for the touchdown. So that is Jalen Hollis. So Mutter the third gives to Jackson. He's just running up over the 25-yard line, close to first down. They're going to move the chains. So 3 minutes to go. Not a lot of urgency here by the Wasps, but I think they feel like they got time. 3 minutes, probably a few timeouts. Not sure what they have in the pocket, but they got at least 2. First down and 10. Mutter the third has 2 receivers left, and he's going to be looking to get it out quick again. This time it's number 15. Again, just throwing underneath their coverage, taking what we give them. Hunter Bolden And Darren Perry got the tackle. Along with Kendall Chapman. Hillcrest High product, number 20. Second and short. Mutter the third. He's going to throw it left side. They're going to see if we can get a block. They get a block. Abshire dives forward to the 40-yard line. So just dinking and dunking here are the Wasps, and it's proven effective, moving the chains once again. 1st and 10 at their 39.
And we're down to the 2-minute stoppage.
2-minute warning. Emory and Henry 10, Anderson 0. You know, you remember we were playing the top of the league in our first SAC game, Limestone. It was 17-2. We're hanging around. We just weren't having a lot of success on offense. And then the bottom fell out, 2 interceptions late in the second quarter, turned into 2 touchdowns, and then we're down 31-2 at the half. Don't let that happen here.
Yeah.
You're down 10-0, 2 minutes to go. Let's deter them from any points. Let's go in the locker room. Let's have a conversation. How can we move the ball? What can we do to get some points on the board? But just don't get yourself in any more of a hole.
Yeah, this game is pretty tight. 10 points on the scoreboard, but it just has a closer feel just watching the game on the field. And that touchdown could have gone either way, so we could have been looking at a 3-0 ball game at this point. But, you know, I like a lot of what I'm seeing with Anderson.
Was a young team. The more you hang around, the more your confidence builds,
Yeah.
the more there's a shot to win this game. So don't give up any more points. Get a stop, build the confidence, regroup. We're going to have to kick it off. So that it'd be deadly to give them points here.
Yeah.
Detrimental because they're going to get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep.
Second quarter with 4 minutes to go. South Carolina 24, Oklahoma 3. That looks like that's over. That's in Oklahoma. That's big time for the Gamecocks. Clemson 17-10 in the third in Death Valley. Mutter the third's taking a shot. He's got a man, Abshire. He trips over his feet, incomplete.
No flag.
Running with him's number 18, Jaden Hollis. So, you know, they're throwing the ball Hollis's way. They probably, if they're looking at the depth chart, they don't see him in there. And so they're taking some shots at him, and he's holding his own. Second down, 10 for the Wasp. Jackson's your running back. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Defense looks like we're sitting in some kind of zone. They're throwing it out quick. And I tell you, Hollis, he said, I'm coming after that.
Yeah.
They were going to try the little quick one to Abshire out here. Hollis was going, and I Mutter the third might have just intentionally thrown it over his head.
Yep. They were onto that one.
Had he hit Abshire, Hollis would have eaten his lunch.
Yep.
Third down and 10. Big time stop here coming. Trojans setting it up. Looks like we're sitting in a little bit of a zone look. Mutter the third, he's looking at the defense. He's calling the play. Jackson's running back. Once again, 2 receivers top side, 2 receivers bottom side. Abshire's going in motion just a little bit there. Now he's running in the slot down the seam. Mutter the third, he's going to run with it. He's at the 40. Makes a move at the 50. I think he got the first down. Doggone it.
He's right at the marker.
His heads up play by Mutter the third. Coverage was good. And then there was a gap there over the middle that he took advantage of.
Yeah, he has good pocket awareness. He took off. When he's taken off, he's taken off in good moments, and he's gaining some chunks.
Charles Mutter the third. He's a 6'2", 210-pounder from King Georgia. Throws it over the middle this time. Has a man. Going to move the chains again. Number 19.
Yeah, 19
he
was
caught
wide
the touchdown
open.
earlier. Tristan Stitt. Tristan Stitt's a redshirt freshman, 6'5", 195. He's a tall glass of water from Indian Trail, North Carolina. And he's making his presence felt as the redshirt freshman. Ball's at the 33. Mutter the third. Looking downfield now, he's going to take
There
off.
we go.
Not going to get it that time. He's going to get a few yards, but 47 all over that for our defense. That's Colton Smith, 6'2", 250 redshirt freshman for Sandersville, Georgia.
All right.
Looks like we're going deep into our depth here.
Yeah.
Colton Smith, again, not listed on the 2 deep, but he's out there making plays. 1 minute and 1 second to go. They picked up a yard. It's 2nd and 9. They're at our 32. Listen, they're in field goal range based on the leg we saw pregame.
Yeah.
If you can knock them back a few yards, you can really make it a challenging kick. Don't give up any more yards. Hard to believe, Doc Weirden. We only have 1 home game remaining after this one. And that's going to be hosting juggernaut Lenore Ryan.
Yeah. That's going to be on the 16th of November.
Now, you know what? Check that. We're at Lenore Ryan on the 16th. Last home game is Mars Hill, November 9th.
Yep, at 4 o'clock.
4 p.m. We got one more chance to take in a game here in Anderson. Jackson's going up the middle. So they're just assuring field goal range. He gets to about the 30. Now you might take a shot or two. Well, you got a 3rd down play. They're at the 30. You're a 47-yard kick away here, but you got 52 seconds. See if you can move the chains and take a shot at the end zone.
Well, you got to tip your cap to the Wasps. They're just methodical. They just march down the field. You know, that can kind of break your will if you keep doing that drive after drive. So we got to, really would like to see a stop here. Just like you said, they're getting the ball back on the other side of this half. So a stop here would be crucial.
It really is. And again, didn't this drive start with a turnover?
Yeah.
We're moving the ball. We're in their territory. We throw an interception. They started the 15. Now they're down at our 30.
The wide receiver.
They've moved it 55 yards. They've done it in just under 2.5 minutes.
All right, they're coming back on the field.
And now they got 3rd and 7 from the 30. Jackson's a running back. 2 receivers right, 2 left. And
all right, there we
to
go.
throw. We got pressure down up the blitz.
That's
big
exactly
number
what we
8.
needed.
Josiah Jeffrey.
And I would have to think we're out of field goal range with that play.
Just
wow.
got him back to the 39. The kid's got a leg. There's a procedure on them. I don't think we take it if we don't have to.
And we called a timeout.
We call a timeout with 45 seconds.
Just exactly, if you're Emory and Henry, what you did not want to see happen. They had great penetration. He got through the line there without being stopped at all. That was great.
Well, Josiah Jeffrey, he's your will linebacker. So Brett Hickman brought him on a blitz over the middle, and he was hardly blocked, made the tackle. Jeffrey's a 6'1", 220-pound redshirt freshman, Greenwood, South Carolina. They grow up some football players in Greenwood. So, Doc, if you bring a kicker out, you're talking a 56-yard field goal. Now, I said earlier pregame there was one that could at least gone 55. So, no easy endeavor, but I think they're sending him out.
Okay, this will be interesting. So he definitely has the leg to make this. The wind
check it. I think this is your punt team.
Okay, yeah.
So they're just playing safe,
Yep.
and they're going to see if they can just pin us back deep so we don't have any hope of getting any points. You know, you kick it from here, I think we get it from here. And so on the punt is Venter. He's trying to nail us inside the 5, and he's got a chance at it. That ball's going to hit.
Okay. went out of bounds early.
I think it made it around the – keep coming, Mr. Official. Keep coming, Mr. Official.
Keep coming.
Is he keeping on coming?
25, 24, something.
So it's where that ball, I guess, crosses the boundary.
Yeah.
And he's spotting us at the 25-yard line. Left hash is where they're marking.
All right.
25, so you got 38 seconds. I mean, what you don't want to do is turn it over.
Yeah. I mean, you were calling timeouts to get this ball back, and now we got it back. So
we got a 60-yard play, get us in field goal range. Probably need about 50.
See how soft the defense plays on this one.
James, your running back, Wesley, calls for it. And we're going to take a shot. He's going to middle screen it. And my goodness, it's like they just smelled it. Like number 2.
Number 2.
It's almost like Caleb Lundy called the play. He's a senior, 6'2", 240 out of Winston-Salem. It's like he's been waiting for that.
He blew it up.
And he blew it up. As soon as that ball hit our hands, we had a shoulder pad on us. 2nd down and 10. So we've got our 3 receivers set with the tight end, Manders. 2 left, 2 right. Bryson James running back. That's not James. Let me check myself on that. That is JBC Jr. And that's off his fingertips. He wouldn't have had a lot had he caught it.
We've had 3 drops today in my book.
So 3rd down and 10, you've only used 7 seconds, 31 seconds left in the half, but it doesn't help you if you don't move the chains. 2 receivers bunched up on the short side, 2 spread out on the wide side. Tyler's looking right, now he's looking left. Got a lot of time, good time.
All right, he's got room.
And now Tyler has a little bit of time to run with it. He's over the 30. Can he make a play and get a first down?
He's
I think
about
they
a
got
yard
short. I don't know.
Yard short, I would say.
Where he's spotting it.
Well, they might be giving him a nice spot.
It's first down.
Wow, they give him a nice spot.
Guys don't even want to spot it. They just say, looks like it.
They're trying to make up for that touchdown call.
Would love to see them do that in the form of 7 points.
Yeah, we need a lot more than that.
So we got a first down. We're at the 35, just under 20 ticks to go. Two receivers right, tight end is in the H position. He's releasing out. Tyler's looking right. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. Man's over there. I don't want really a issue where he was rolling out.
All right, 12
seconds. If you just dial one up, take a shot. See if we can make a play. We make a play, we're in field goal range. Take a shot. If it's picked off, it's good as a punt, and you're under 7 seconds.
Is the band on the field? Get him off the field.
Second down. See what Seth Strickland dials up here. Sure Coach Lamb's in his ear, giving some direction.
Go.
Tried to get him to move. It's a little bit of a hard count. We're going to go up the middle. JBC Jr.
Oh, nice
Might
move.
Be the best
oh, are
day.
you kidding
50.
me?
JBC down to the side
All
of the 40
right.
to the 39. The clock is at 3. Did we call timeout? We're trying to clock it. We might not have a timeout. Clock it, clock it, clock it.
What are we doing?
Got it. Got it clocked.
1
second.
0.8. Oh, my goodness.
Well, you do one of two things. Throw it to the end zone, Hail Mary, or you try a 57-yard kick, 56 yards. Well, really just looking to give one more go on the run. It's our best run of the day. Offense staying on the field. 2 receivers left. This will be it for the half. JBC Jr. is your running back. Tyler Wesley looking. Pressure coming. Steps up in the block. Better get it out. You got to get it out. They're going to sack him. Whistles, and he slammed to the ground by number 17, who's doing a little chit-chatting out there. He ends the first half, does number 17, Elijah Harper. And that's where it's going to stand with the Wasp on top, 10-0 over our Anderson Trojans. Trojans going to locker room, Wasp going to locker room. By the way, one of the best field houses in the state of South Carolina. Probably one of the best in Division II football. And we'll be back after a few words from our sponsors.
We're excited to introduce Trail Tailored Homes. From humble beginnings in the early 1980s, Trail's earliest projects were in residential construction. Today, we're getting back to our roots and taking this natural next step, bringing our company story full circle. And while our commercial construction endeavors will continue to grow, we're excited to serve our community in a broader way. Trail Tailored Homes, built for generations to come.
still receiving a $25 gift card courtesy of Chicken Salad Chick, a proud partner of Anderson University Athletics. And don't forget to come out to the campus of Emory University for exciting home competitions in all our sports. Be sure to stick around after the end of the football game today, as both the men's and women's soccer teams take on focus in conference action. The women's game is slated to start at 5 o'clock p.m., with the men's game kicking off at 7:30. October 22nd.
All right, so we're back from halftime. Just review some stats here real quick on the rushing side of things. We're pretty even. E&H 86 yards, Anderson 82. Total yards, though, 182 for E&H and 105 for Anderson. So the Wasps have almost doubled Anderson's offensive output. One thing that kind of jumps out when you're looking at the stats are the interceptions. So we have 2 interceptions on Tyler for Anderson and no turnovers right now for Emory and Henry. Anderson is playing, as we've kind of become accustomed to, a very well-disciplined game. 1 penalty for 5 yards for Anderson. On the other side, 3 penalties for 20 yards. So, you know, it's a pretty tight game, very close on the field, but definitely Emory and Henry has got a 10-point lead. Jordan Jackson, the running back, has 49 yards on 11 carries, averaging 4.2 yards a carry. The quarterback, Mutter, has 41 yards on 6 carries, averaging 5.3, so that's a lot of damage right there. On the receiving side of things, Cam Abshire had 5 targets, caught 3 of them for 22 yards. Tristan Stitt caught 2 of 2 for 41 yards with a long of 26. So that's where we see a lot of the yards there. Punting both sides, pretty good punting. Tackles on the defensive side. Elijah Harper, he has 5 tackles, 1 sack, 2.5 tackles for a loss. Addison Nicely, he's had himself a good game for Emory and Henry. He has a total of 4 tackles, and Jacob Robinson also has 4 tackles. Now on Anderson's side, Bryson James has 30 yards on 6 carries. Tyler Wesley, the quarterback, has 27 yards on 5 carries. Passing, Tyler Wesley has gone 4 of 15, so it's been a tough day of things. 2 interceptions, 23 yards passing with a long of 15, and he's had 1 sack. Worthen Carr has had 9 balls thrown at him. He's caught 3 of them for 25 yards, a long of 15. So that's kind of where things stand. It's been tough sledding on the offense, but we're in this thing.
Hey, back with you. Doc, I tell you, we didn't give up points on the last drive. So you get in the locker room, you're down 10-0. You've got to have a plan to turn them over here on the first possession. But offensively, we've got to do something. There's either, I don't know if there's certain formations or play calls to help give us a chance, but we have got to make some hay on offense to give our, I don't know how long the defense can hold up.
Yeah, I mean, football, it's pretty complex, but sometimes it's not that complex. If you can't score, you can't win. So right now, if we can't score, we lose this game.
My dad always told me, he said, son, the team with the most points wins. And, that's never been not true. And I've passed that on to my kids, and Anderson football needs some points this half.
Yeah.
And if we get points, we're going to be in a football game. I think, if you're Emory and Henry, you're comfortable because you've given up 0 points. You also aren't thrilled because offensively you've not been able to exert your will. You You've gained 182 yards. I think you were going over those things. 96 in the air. 96 of those in the air. One, how much is on the ground? 86. 86 on the ground. So,
I mean,
Emory and Henry's probably thinking, guys, we should be up at least 3 touchdowns right now. And yet you're not. So there's a discomfort factor because this Trojan team's already got 1 SAC win on the season. This Trojan team, though the youngest team in the league, they have good football players. And you let them hang around, you're liable to find yourself in a dogfight come fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you gotta give it to the Anderson defense. Let's go over some of the stats. Darian Perry has 6 tackles. Carter Witt 4. Colton Smith 4. Gerard Woods 4. So, I mean, they've been playing stout. I mean, they have been giving up some big plays through the year, and we've minimized that today. We've really kind of contained that. So we're seeing improvement out of the defense, but just like you said, we can't do it all day. We need a little help. We need some long, sustained drives on offense, and we need to get some points on the board. So how do we do that? In all fairness, when you look at, they always talk about the eye test, and when you're looking at this team over here on the other side, they're an older team. There's no doubt. All you got to do is look, and when you look at the roster, it's senior, junior, senior.
That's right.
I mean, again, but that's what we're going to face this year, right? We're a young team. But I like how we're holding up.
Yes, indeed. It's a pretty day out there. Just took a walk down to the field house. A good crowd for Division II NCAA football game. If you've not taken in an Anderson game, you've got one more chance to do it, folks. It's November the 9th. Should be a beautiful fall day. And that is a game hosting Mars Hill, long-established program, as are most all these teams in the SAC. It's going to be a 4 p.m. kickoff, so you get a little bit of taste of football under the lights.
I mean, I tell you what, as a football fan, just watching these games, they have been really good games. I've watched a lot of teams, and you get upset with them, even sometimes when they win, because they play so sloppy and they make bad decisions and there's poor discipline. Well, man, even watching Anderson, even when they lose, you're not mad at them. They're playing smart football. You can just tell how well coached they are by how they're conducting themselves on the field, the lack of penalties. Yeah, they're young, but man, you really like watching these guys play, and they're competitive. They're in these ball games. It's been really fun to watch them this season.
When you're looking at conference standings, Anderson is in the South Atlantic Conference Mountain Division. And right now in that division, Carson Newman, we going to break? Carson Newman, 4-0, 6-0 overall. Emory and Henry, who we host today, 3-1, 5-1 overall. Then there's a bit of a hodgepodge of a collection of teams with one conference win. UVA-Wise, Mars Hill, and Anderson. And then Tusculum 0-4 right now in that division. In the Piedmont side of things, Limestone, whom we lost to first that game, 4-0, 5-1 overall. Lenore Ryan 3-1, who lost to Emory and Henry, 5-1 overall. Wingate 2-1, 4-1 overall. And then 3 teams with one loss, with one win in the division, in the conference. Newberry, Catawba, Barton, all with one win. So really, where Anderson finds himself is in a conglomerate of about 8 other teams who have 0 or 1 win.
Yeah, there's a big clump right there, and I guess some separation might happen today, but yeah, they're right in the thick of things, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't quite expecting this good at this point. I think we're exceeding expectations. Both teams are warming up here at halftime. What do you think? What do you think we need to do here? I mean, obviously we need to score. Obviously we need to move the ball. But you're the coach. How do you do that?
Well, the first thing is, listen, protect the football. The difference in this game right now is we've got 2 turnovers to Emory and Henry's 0. And so one of those turnovers led to 7 points. Our defense finally buckled up here at the end of the first half to keep them out from scoring a field goal or touchdown. But 7 points, came on the momentum of the first turnover of the game. So it's a big deal if you can just, number one, protect the football, and then on defense, guys, we got to take one away. This seems like a disciplined team at Emory and Henry. Just a very, very good job they're doing over there. Interim head coach who has taken over really at the 1st of August, and that's Quentin Hunter, your interim head coach. And he's got them atop the league and looking good overall. They're receiving votes for the top 25. But Doc, I'd say protect the ball and let's get a takeaway.
Yeah.
That's where that momentum's going to come.
Yeah, I see that. That's a good point. You gotta give credit to Emory and Henry. Turnover margin, they're plus 1.3. That is ranked 10th in NCAA, and that's what we're seeing again today. Where the very first fumble they've ever had this season came today, and they recovered it. So they literally have put the ball on the ground once and never lost it.
All right, Doc, we're about just clocking down. They're warming up out here under 2 minutes. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with you for the second half. Back here with you, Paul Sanders and Doc Weirden at Melvin and Dolly Young Stadium, Anderson, South Carolina, Sparrow Financial Field. And the Emory and Henry Wasp out of Emory, Virginia, lead our Trojans 10-0. The teams are back on their respective sidelines and gearing up for a second half. We'll be kicking it off. The Wasps will be returning. And we've already said how big a deal it is for us to get a stop here on defense and try to get some kind of momentum on offense. We put points on the board, we got a ball game.
Yeah. This young team, let's see how they respond here. Let's see how resilient. And that's what we have seen, especially in these last two games here. I mean, they've really shown some backbone. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what kind of speech was given at halftime, and let's see how they respond.
Yeah, look, I'm telling our guys, listen, this team's receiving votes for top 25. They knocked off a top 20 team in Division II NCAA football. We're within 10 points of them.
Yeah.
So we got nothing to lose. Let's
right.
go out. Let's swing for the fence. Let's see if we can make some plays, turn them over on defense, make something happen on offense. This story isn't written yet.
Play like your hair is on fire.
And we kick it. That's Nichols doing the honors. First kickoff for him today. It's going to be returned. Looks like Peoples, number 1, up over the 20. 25, somebody get him. Got him around the 30-yard line.
And we got a flag back
Penalty
up at
comes
18.
in. Nichols is in on that tackle, the kicker on the sideline, along with some other Trojans.
He found a narrow little seam there, but he might have been helped out by a hold or a block in the back.
Waiting for the official call on the penalty.
Hey, pretty good game called by the refs today so far. Did I just say that? Did that just come out of my mouth?
It's a holding. We'll take that. They still hadn't made up for the jump ball over there that gave them 6. It's one of those things, I think, Doc, we don't have cameras on every sideline. it's hard for them to overturn it based on the limited angles maybe. But they did get their one touchdown. Was debatable. Hollis came down with it, but they said he had possession when they hit the ground, the offensive man, at least tied up.
You know,
That's the way the call was.
Back when I was growing up, the kid that had the ball would.
Under the third! Fires it. We almost had a pick six. Kendall Chapman. I tell you, I coached him. I should have coached him a little better on picking it because he had him a shot at a pick six.
He had that one.
Great break on the ball.
That would have been.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. Oh. I know Kendall wants that one back. But a great break. Gives you a little bit of an uptick here on D. Sorry to interrupt your childhood story, Doc. 2nd down and 10. Mutter the third. Calls a man in motion. It's his tight end, number 80. Mutter the third. He's going to fake it and put it in Jackson's belly. Oh my goodness. Just over the fingertips of another Trojan.
All right. Emory and Henry, you got to be
Gerard
taking
Woods
it back here.
had a shot just over his fingertips. Oh, my goodness.
All right, I like it. They're deep in their territory. 2 plays have not gone real well for them. Let's keep this up.
But they just dodged 2 big bullets.
Yeah,
Doc. I mean, my goodness. We talk about momentum to take over a game back in your favor. We just had 2 shots. We didn't convert. It's 3rd down and 10, though. Mutter the third. Looking downfield, pressure coming, gets it out. They fire, and they just sit right underneath the zone. Called it at the 22, 1st down. That's completed, and that's the freshman. Redshirt freshman, Tristan Stitt. He's had a big day. Jump on the end zone for their lone touchdown. 6'5", 195. He's a great target. If you're a quarterback, you love those long guys. Just a bigger window to hit. So you dodge 2 bullets. You're Emory and Henry. You throw a 13-yard first down. You got the chains. Defense has to just next play, dig in, and let's make a play. Should have turned them over. We didn't. Peoples is going. Now we're rolling right. Got pressure. He slips it out. Jackson
Nice
backfield.
open
Good break.
field tackle. Number
Hollis.
18.
Mr. Hollis makes a play there for us on the edge.
Great tackle. Kids, that's how you do it if you're watching at home.
Jaden's a 5'10", 185. True freshman, Doc, out of Hampton, Georgia. You know, we have a ton of redshirt freshmen who were here last year building the program, practicing. But pretty impressive that Hollis, a true freshman, is out here and he's starting. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Mutter the third's going to pitch it out to Jackson. He's trying to get a corner. We're stretching him out. Kate Evans stretching him out. And guess who? True freshman, Hollis. He's having a day.
Tell you what, they're playing some inspired defense here.
Well done. Once again, Jaden Hollis playing for a majority of this game at the corner, 5'10", 185. He's a true freshman, one of the very few true freshmen who are on this field a whole lot. A lot of redshirt freshmen, a lot of transfers. Now they're bunching up 3 receivers right. It's 3rd down. They got 15 to go. Mutter the third getting pressured. He's looking for somewhere, but there's no way to go. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Sack sandwich, number 47. Colton Smith.
Colton. Good job, guys. A lot
Big
of people,
time.
even though Colton had the end tackle, there's a lot of pressure that went into that. That's great.
And listen, Doc, you missed 2 picks. You missed 2 picks. You give up a first down. You collect yourselves. You get them for a loss on 2 plays. Now you get in the punt. Great job, defense. 4th down. Punts away. This is kind of a medium sizer. We're looking for flags in the backfield. Witt lets it roll. It takes a good wasp roll. I don't see any penalties.
The punter stepped on somebody and fell down, but they weren't having a flag there. The official was looking right at it. But it was a good punt. Very good punt.
With the roll, that really does change the field. They were backed up, weren't they, around the 15?
Yeah.
I mean, with that roll, he might have got close to 50. But the good news is Trojans have the football. We're at our 26 left hash. Kenneth Brown's up top of the screen there for you if you're watching on Flow Sports. If you listen on 105.1 The Spirit, welcome. Warthen Carr's down low. We've got a Beckett at tight end, 2 running backs again. Zayden Gunn is going to get the handoff. He's patient.
Yeah.
Finds a little bit of a seam and is going to get a few yards. They're going to stand him up there.
That was definitely a patient run. He was moving his feet slow to see the hole develop. Got a couple yards there, but like the patience on that.
Caleb Lundy in on that tackle along with Addison Nicely. 2nd and 7. Two running backs shoulder to shoulder with Tyler Wesley. He's got the snap. He sticks it in the belly. He fakes it. He fires it. Interception, number 25. He's at the 20-15. Going to get hit there by Zayden Gunn and taken out of bounds. But that's Doc. It's exactly what we said we can't do.
We gotta
threw it over the middle. Picked off. Jacob Robinson, weak side safety.
We got an Anderson player down.
Sniffed it out. Now they're in the red zone, 13-yard line. One of our guys is down. A lot went wrong that play.
Looks like number 3 Carter Witt is coming off the field. Looks like he's okay.
No, that's Kenneth Brown.
Kenneth Brown, sorry.
One of our receivers. Kenneth Brown actually missed a few games, at least one game.
Kenneth Brown, yep.
Hey, the Wasp have the ball. They're in the red zone. We're going to go to break. Be back in a minute. Back in Anderson, South Carolina, Paul Sanders, Doc Weirden with you. We just turned it over, and the Wasp have it at our 13-yard line. We had a great defensive stand, first possession of the second half. Now we've given it to the Wasp, and they're at our doorstep. Mutter the third's going to fake it to Jackson. He's going to throw one for the end zone. Incomplete. That's intended again for Stitt. He's been a go-to guy today. Check that. Intended for number 88, Jakari Moselle. You know, Doc, you were noting Emory and Henry and their turnover margin, plus 1.3, good for 2 in the SAC, 10 in the NCAA. Well, Anderson wasn't far behind, 19th in the NCAA, 4th in the SAC with plus 1. But today we're up.
Yeah.
We're minus 3 today.
And the 3 interceptions, that was what we had coming into the ball game today. We had 3 interceptions.
So we've doubled them up.
So we've doubled it on this game alone in 3 quarters of football.
Jackson bangs down to the 10, so Wesley's gone from 2 picks on the year to 5. Now we're minus 3 today, and that is the difference here. And on 3rd and 7, again, I hate saying this again and again, but can our defense bail us out? At least keep them to a field goal. You're within 2 scores. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Mutter the third. Has Jackson to the left of him. 2 receivers left. 2 right. Little wider spread on the big side of the field. Calls for the ball. Mutter the third's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's throwing across the middle. Got a hand on it. We deflected it. Incomplete. And so the Anderson defense stands strong. Ball started on their 13. And it sits on their 10 right now, our 10. And now they're Wasp are going to tee it up for a field goal. Number 15's your holder, Hunter Bolden. He's going to be putting it down for Trace Booker. Long snapper, Cole Pruitt, spots down, kicks good.
And the kick is good. With 9:55 remaining in the third quarter.
And so we're down 13-0 with 9:55 to go in the third. But again, good job defense.
Man, oh man. What do you say to this defense? The offense is going to have to buy them Chick-fil-A this week, carry their books to class, wash their cars. They've been playing a great game. Keeping them in this ball game, that's for sure.
All right, now, listen, Tyler Wesley's a veteran. He played at PC, had a really good season last year, beat Wofford, an FCS school, Division I. PC's a Division I too. They're non-scholarship. It was a big deal for PC to upset Wofford. Look, he's just got to clear his head. He's got to flush it. Yeah. He's got to move on to this next drive and do what he can do. He can make plays. He is a playmaker both with his arm and with his legs. So you just got to flush the 3 interceptions in these first 3 quarters and go ball out. Go play football.
I mean, yeah, you have nothing to lose this point. Let's move this ball. Let's do what we can.
Buckner's going to kick it. We're going to fair catch it. Warthen Carr does at the 5, so we'll go out to the 25-yard line, set up shop for our offense. Now, look, just the nature of football, you saw this through the first practice year. Usually your defense is ahead of your offense. You get into a new season, usually your defense is ahead of your offense. That's pretty normative across the board unless you just have an exceptionally superstar offense or just an exceptionally superstar defense. But we can see against top-of-the-league opponents, Limestone, now Emory and Henry, just the defenses are just – they're ahead of our offense.
Yeah.
And – I would say, even in this season, our defense has been ahead of our offense overall. But it is something you just got to work through, and when it comes to finding your groove and executing, utilizing your personnel in the best way possible, it takes a little more time. Let's see if 9:55 in the third is the time we need today. We're going to try to reverse
look at this.
Mons Campbell just got ate up, but he got the ball pitched back, and we don't even get back to the 20.
So, again, this is a good defense. Discipline. They stayed at home.
You're right.
I mean, we're trying to find a crack here, and we're just not finding it. This is a good defense.
We use a little creativity. We lose 6 yards. We're back at our 19. But you're right, Doc. I mean, listen, Mons Campbell had it on the right side. They had him for a tackle for a loss. He gets the pitch off on the reverse, which was the call. And there's nowhere to go.
Every
coming
step
around
of the
here
way,
on Warthen Carr. So they had us on
way.
both sides. Wasp are doing their job, playing discipline on defense. That's why we got 0 points. That's a big reason for it. Wesley's going to keep it up the middle. Oh, I just hate seeing him take shots like that. He crosses the 20. Now we're going to be facing third and behind the chains. 14 to go.
Stop made by number 2, Caleb Mundy.
3rd and 14. That's a tall ask. Jake BC is coming off the field. Looks like we got Monzel Campbell in the backfield.
Warthen Carr goes motion left to right. 1 receiver up there with him. 2 down low here on our sideline. Wesley's getting pressure. He does get it out.
There we go.
Wesley Beckett, 40. That's Warthen Carr, 50. 40. Out of bounds. We got to play. Finally a chunk play. Tyler Wesley just got it out in time to Jalon Warthen Carr. And he gives us a ride inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
All right.
Trojans needed it. Let's get the train rolling. Mons Campbell's your running back. Warthen, Carr, Brown, they're up top. Bray Simmons down low. Hand on the grounds, Wesley Beckett. We're coming motion left to right with Warthen Carr. We're going to give it to Mons Campbell. He's going to cut up, breaks one tackle, crosses the 35, might have got us 2 yards.
Boy, they're making us fight for every single yard.
92, Joshua Gooding leading the way there. Mark Harris following him. Addison Nicely called his name a number of times. 2nd down and 8. Warthen Carr's out. We got Brown up top, Ray Simons down low, Wesley Beckett, your tight end. We're going to give it 2 running backs back there. Is that JBC? JBC Jr. does the honors, crosses a 30, gives us 3rd down and manageable. One thing's good to see is number 74, Cameron Burris, is back in at tackle. That does my heart good, see that big man back in there. 3rd and 3. Wesley gets the snap. He gives to Mons Campbell, trying to get the sideline. Great play by number 21. Tackle for loss.
Gerald Harrison.
Good
Junior
googly.
from Virginia Beach. Good play.
Oh, goodness. You're a 50-yard kick away. I think you leave your offense on. It's 4th and 7. Oh, what a play by that kid. We so needed to keep the chains moving. And the offense is going to stay out. 3 receivers left side. That includes Wesley Beckett, your tight end. Kenneth Brown's up top, short side of the field. About 6 yards off the ball. Tyler Wesley's got running back JBC Jr. Nope, that's not JBC.
Oh.
He's got Kenneth Brown across the middle. Kenneth moves the chains inside the 20-yard line.
One-handed catch across the middle.
Downtown Kenny Brown, one-hand snag. Moving the chains, getting us in the red zone. Bryson James is back in at running back. Oh, we needed that play, Doc. We got it.
Man. we get a touchdown here. We are back in this game.
You know, we've tried that a couple times. Number 2 linebacker was sitting on it, had contact, knocked Brown off of his route, but he recovered. That's why he had to make the one-hand snag. Now Wesley's looking downfield.
Oh.
They're going to have to call a holding on that.
Yeah,
there's got to be a defensive holding. I don't
that.
see a flag. Why are we not throwing a flag? Tyler Wesley was looking for Warthen Carr. Defender grabbed him. It's almost like he took a ride to the end zone with him.
Yeah.
They don't call it. We're at 2nd down.
He would have been wide open too. That would have been a easy touchdown.
Oh my goodness! Listen, I've been blind since childhood. I see my man Warthen Carr with a hand on his jersey. If there hadn't been, he's wide open in the end zone, and we missed it. All 5 of us missed it out there. They got a man shaking up. Hope he's okay. It's 98. Andre Crawley Jr. But oh my goodness, I hope we're in their ear saying, hey guys, you just gave him a mulligan. We got a man wide open for a touchdown if they're not grabbing his jersey.
Do we have a replay on that? Let's look at that again.
Too bad you can't replay holdings on defense.
Let's see this again. Watch number 5.
Warthen Carr releases. There it is. He's beat.
Come on.
We got a touchdown. Linebacker gets away with a hold. That's that number 25, Jacob Robinson, just grabbing on because he was beat. I mean, actually, it's smart of Jacob Robinson.
Yeah.
You're beat. You're about to give up a touchdown. You grab the guy, but he gets away with it.
All right.
Well, it's 2nd and 10. If ifs and buts was candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. So we're going to go 2nd and 10, see if we can overcome bad officiating on that play. Here we go, Tyler Wesley. He's looking downfield. He's taking a shot to the end zone. Mons Campbell is just out of reach. Mons had a stamp. If he drops it in the bucket, we got 6, but it was tight coverage. tight window to drop it in. And we're at 3rd and 10, Doc.
All right, we've been pulling it out of the hat a couple times this drive. Let's see if we can do it again here. We need this. Don't want to come away from this with just 3. We need a touchdown.
Your skill guys in there: Bray Simmons, Dylan Manders, he's number 19, your tight end. Swarthen Carr, Ken Brown. We got 2 of them left side, 2 of them right side. Swarthen Carr and Brown, they're wide side of the field together. Mons Campbell's running back. Tyler Wesley takes a snap. He gives the Mons, and they're all over it. So we thought we might get them sleeping on our running back a little bit, but they're not.
Not at all.
And all we do is get to the 20. Might have lost half a yard. And it's 4th down, so field goal team's coming on. We are trying to get 3 out of this. Best drive of the day for our Trojans. Your kicker is Ross Burnett, his first action today. Your holder is Tristan Lyon.
Almost no wind at the moment.
It's a 33-yarder. The snap, the kick is up. The kick is good.
Good.
Anderson's on the board with 3 points. So, Doc, we can't say undefeated since 1911, but we can say we've never been shut out since 1911. Down 13-3. At least get some points out of it.
All right.
So a little life on the Trojan side.
All right.
I'm still reeling from the no call on the hold because we had 6. The reason Wesley didn't throw it is his guys was getting held up there. Wesley was arguing with the mattress saying, guys, you just missed it. But nevertheless,
Paul,
we got 3 on the board.
These players have coaches. They tell them repeatedly, don't let the last play affect your next play. And sometimes you broadcasters, you need a little coaching too. And I'm gonna get in your ear right now.
Okay.
You
Bring it
cannot
to
let
me.
that last play affect your
Oh,
next
I'm
play.
reeling over here. I don't know if I can call this kickoff.
I think you can do it.
All right, Coach. I'll see if I can go next play mentality. We're kicking it off.
Hey, this game's open, man. It's wide open. Let's get this game.
53, Addison Nichols. He does the kickoff duties for us. Back deep, they list Cam Peoples and Sean Collins. That looks like Peoples in the end zone. He's going to bring it out 5-10. Looking for room. He's swarmed over at the about the 13-yard line. Good coverage from the Trojans. Peoples maybe wrote a check he couldn't cash there, thinking he could do something. But our special teams are all over it. And, hey, great opportunity again for our defense. You got them at the 13-yard line. If we could just get a turnover, man, we get a turnover, we're going to be cooking.
I've heard some people say there's no such thing as momentum. It doesn't exist, but definitely feels like we got a gauge going right now that the needle's popping over to Anderson's side.
If you're joining us, 105.1 The Spirit of Flow Sports, welcome to Anderson, South Carolina. It's 13-3, Emory and Henry. Throw over the middle. That number 14's made several grabs. Just a good possession receiver, that kid, number 14, Cam Abshire. Cam's a sophomore, 6'4", 185. They got some good targets there at 6'10" and 6'4". He's from Roanoke, Virginia. Moves the ball out closer to 33. So move the chains again. Defense, I think we like giving them some breathing room before we get some action here. First down and 10. Mutter the third's going to give it off. This is the running back. Number 32 going nowhere. Number 8, number 11. That's our guys all over them. Josiah Jeffrey and Jeb Robinson making the stop there on number 32. Rudolph Paul. Rudolph Paul's a 5'7", 175 sophomore, Douglasville, Georgia. It's his first carry on the day that I'm aware of. And they're trying to get some fresh legs in there. Is the Wasp. Charles Mutter III still standing at quarterback. From King George, Virginia. 6'2", 210 junior. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 right. Anderson spread out across the field here. A little pressure, not much. He's in the pocket. Got a man over the middle. Pass catch, number 88.
Man, he found a Jakari Mizell found a soft spot right there, and just a beautiful throw hit him in stride. Good play.
Well, hear this one, Doc. It's another 6'4" guy, 6'4" sophomore, 195, Hampton, Virginia. Just some really long targets there for Mutter the third to find. And they're on our side of the 50. They're at the 41-yard line. We're moving some guys around. Jeb Robinson's outside backer walked up here on the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might be sitting back to set an edge a little bit. He is. They're going to throw it left side. We're trying to get off a block as Perry can't get it. So Carter Witt gets him down, but looks like a first down. They're at our 30. So defense, we got to buckle up right here. Bow up your back. They're on our left hash at the 30.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to dig deep here, this is it. This could be the ball game here if they put 7 on the board here.
Find me a turnover genie. We need one right now. First down and 10. Wasp. Mutter the third. He's looking to pass, and he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. He came up with it. Touchdown. Wasp.
Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag.
Flag on the play. Don't celebrate too soon. That was Cam Abshire that came down with it. But there is a flag on the play. It's back here in the defensive backfield. It's on us. So they got us on an interference. Abshire from Mutter the third will stand.
Boy, that was a good catch.
Got a foot down just as he's going into the corner of the end zone. So Abshire's come up big today. You know, their receiving leader was Cam Peoples coming in, 29, 424, 5 TDs. But I believe Abshire's their leading receiver today. Extra points good. And so 1:09 to go in the third, and the Wasp get the most comfortable lead of the day. They're at 20-3 now. Our last drive, we were moving it. Then we got bogged down. Had to kick a field goal. We need touchdowns the rest of the way. What did Abshire have at the half? He had three catches, 22 yards. So my guess is he's doubled that up here in the second half. Tristan Stitt was actually their leading receiver first half, but Abshire probably has that honor now along with a touchdown. He caught at least 2 on that drive and probably got over 30 more yards. JBC Jr., Jelon Warthen Carr back deep for our Trojans. Number 38, Sam Buckner to kick. Warthen Carr is going to have a shot at this from the 7, up over the 10, 15. He's looking for a hole, slicing and dicing up over the 25, the 28-yard line. So here we go. Tyler Wesley bringing us out. Got a little touch of hope there in the last drive. Moving the ball downfield. We need one to land on 7 points at the end of a drive this go-round. 2 running backs. We've been in that set since the second quarter for a majority of the time, it seems. That's Gunn. And is it James? We'll tell you in a minute. We're going to give it to Gunn. That is James blocking ahead for him. And Gunn muscles it up over the 30 to the 31. Might have been 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
We're winding the clock down close to the end of this quarter. This might be the last play.
Third quarter's moved pretty fast. We're under 30 seconds. Tyler Wesley's going to look downfield. He's going to take a little shot. Got a chance at it, does Gunn, but coverage is so good there. Number 2. Was that number 2?
21.
21. Jarrell Harrison.
Jarrell. Man. That was great coverage. Turned around.
You know, he's a 5'6 junior, 170, Virginia Beach, Virginia. He's been running with guys, and right there he was assigned to Zayden Gunn out of the backfield. Sometimes a linebacker can lose a guy in that situation.
That was textbook coverage.
It's actually a free safety that he just picked up on that running back and was running with him. See, that's where I wish, at 5'7", just wish we had a 6'4" guy out there that could go up over. But we don't. Tyler Wesley calls for the snap. Looking to set up something across the middle. We were bringing Beckett across the middle on 3rd down. We've come to that several times. Some kind of drag, little drag route underneath to see if we can get some space.
Seems like we're consistently dropping that one too.
Some hard ones to handle, and I feel like some of their guys are getting bodies on us, which is good. Within that 5-yard window, if you can put a shoulder pad on some of these guys releasing, and you throw them out of their route, the timing then is messed up, and it's hard to make a play. One play we made on it was Ken Brown's one-handed catch. But overall, not a high percentage of success there today. Tristan Lyon got it blocked. They've picked it up at the 20. 10-5, touchdown Wasp. Special teams touchdown. Number 4, Sean Collins, 6'2", 220 junior from Salem, Virginia, ended up scooping it there. I didn't see who got the hands on it. Can we get any way to get a replay on that? And I'll try to tell you who got their hands on it for the Wasp. But
they'd been getting close on a couple of these punts.
Buchner is going to be kicking the extra point. And he's got it. So just like that, it's gotten away from us.
All right, here's the replay on this
Emory
block.
and Henry, 27.
Boy,
right up the middle there.
He had two players that
couldn't catch his number.
I mean, two players got on his foot. If the first player hadn't blocked it, the second player would have. Nobody blocked them. They just got right back there.
So a bit of a backbreaker. 4 seconds to go in the third. You're down 27-3. Emory Henry has now done it on special teams with the block punt. So now you're just saying, guys, can we get better here today?
Yeah.
Don't tuck your tail and run. Just get the ball here on offense and let's cultivate some yards. Kick's going to be taken by Warthen Carr about his 3-yard line. He's up over the 15 to the 20. Carr looking to break outside, puts his shoulder down. A couple guys get him just outside the 25 to the 27, 26-yard line.
Well, the visiting side has a lot more visiting fans than I would have expected to see, considering it's a 4-hour drive to get here.
Not sure if the Hurricanes made a difference on that interstate leg between here and there. No, it has for some of those Tennessee schools. Carson Newman's going to be a longer trip now. Tusculum, longer trip now.
Okay, so we're going to
break. We're at the end of the third. We'll be back with you after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Mahindra of Anderson. Mahindra of Anderson provides a vast selection of new and pre-owned tractors, utility vehicles, and agricultural equipment. When you're ready to invest in your new tractor or other equipment, our friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments ensure an outstanding experience. From selection, ongoing maintenance, and customization,
we value long-term customer relationships by delivering exceptional service.
Come and see us
or visit us online
at mahindraofanderson.com.
It's an ordinary Tuesday at AnMed. Dr. Shu just performed a robotic hip replacement surgery. Dave put a smile on a kid's face during physical therapy. And Sonia, she was part of a team that performed a cutting-edge pulmonary procedure. And while it's all in a day's work for each of them, it's also much more than that. It's part of our commitment to bring something extraordinary to healthcare in the upstate, even on ordinary Tuesdays.
Paul Sanders, Doc Weird, and back
Welcome
with
to
you. Anderson,
Mahindra
South
of
Carolina.
Anderson.
Bottom just fell out
Mahindra
on
of
us a
Anderson
little bit
provides a
here.
vast selection of new and pre-owned tractors, utility vehicles, and agricultural equipment. When you're ready to invest in your new tractor or other equipment, our friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments ensure an outstanding experience. From selection, ongoing maintenance, and customization,
We value long-term customer relationships by delivering exceptional service.
Come and see us
or visit us online
at MahindraofAnderson.com.
Well, you were down
Welcome
21
to
nothing. You were down 21-0. Okay, we're back in action here.
I mean, I'm just watching this Emory defense and just.
Well, that's a first down run. I didn't see who got it, but we lost 2 or 3 on first down.
The defense is just not giving us anything.
All right, here we go.
Haven't found a way to.
They are stingy, are the Wasp. 2 receivers right. Running back is Bryson James. He's lead blocking over here. We get one to the sideline. Didn't even make that look easy, but we do complete it.
Got a late flag.
Late hit coming in, I hope. Warthen Carr took the grab, 21, who's been really tight on coverage. Jarrell Harrison might have threw a shot late on the sideline. Bobby Lamb's imploring them to give us something, but by the look of Ken Brown, this could be going against us. Yeah, it is. So pass interference on us.
Well, just like you were saying, looking at the stats up to through the third quarter, Cam Abshire now has 70 yards on 5 catches. He's having a heck of a game. Yeah,
scoring drives today. Emory and Henry started it with a field goal. 9 plays, 43 yards. Second possession, 8 plays, 65-yard, 26 touchdown pass from Mutter to Stitt. Here we go. Second down and forever for the Trojans. Wesley calls for it. He's got 3 wide down here. He throws over the middle. Warthen Carr. That's dislodged from him again. My goodness, number 21, Jarrell Harrison making another big hit, and Warthen Carr's on the ground. Is that Warthen Carr or is that Ken? Yep, Warthen Carr is down. Of course, our season leader, receiving leader, Jalon Warthen Carr, 27 receptions, 387 coming into today's game, 3 TDs.
He has 68 yards today on 4 catches, long of 43.
So it was 10-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Emory and Henry got another 27-yard field goal from Butcher. It was just a four-play, 3-yard drive. Our defense held stiff after a turnover. We've had 3 on the day.
You know, the shining point here, I'm just looking at Jordan Jackson has been held to 44 yards. That's surprising. I was looking at Jackson thinking that he would really hurt us or had the potential to hurt us today, but we've, for the most part, kept him in check.
Well, and that's why they've been throwing it a lot more, and several receivers really stepping up. They're just kind of finding what the defense is giving them. They've hit a couple shots downfield. There was a 4 scoring drive, was 11 plays, 55 yards, and with another that was actually our scoring drive. 11 plays, 55 yards. Burnett kicked a 37-yard field goal. Then you had Abshire, 30-yard pass from Mutter. That was a 5-play, 86-yard drive, best drive of the day. And then, of course, the Collins 28-yard block punt return for touchdown. That's where we are, 27-3. Wesley takes a snap, got a lot of pressure, throwing it over the middle. We got it out there.
Might be a face mask if they call it.
We got a penalty flag down.
They finally threw the flag.
We're just throwing some underneath stuff. Ken Brown did the honors, got the reception, got it to the 15, and maybe we got some yards coming after that. Sure would help us.
Yep.
Personal foul. So that's the 15-yard variety of face mask, and it's a personal foul, so it's an automatic first down, giving us some breathing room. Ball's out to the 31-yard line. And this is it. Let's just settle down, play football, and let's go score some points. I see true freshman tight end. Maybe. Might have checked in the game there. I'll have to check that in a second. Wesley, one running back to his right. Beckett's the tight end. They're going to give it to Bryson James. He gets to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more than that. And, yeah, number 84.
84, Aiden Dixon.
Aiden Dixon. He's a redshirt freshman, 5'10", 185 from Forest Hill, Maryland. Has checked into the game. Now he's coming out. Wesley Beckett's in. 2nd down and 10. Just facing a lot of those. All right, Beckett has Bryson James to his left. He's looking downfield. Pressure's coming from behind. He feels it. It's too late. Feels it too late. Now we got a little shoving coming up between some bigs up front. So that's going to go down, I believe, as a sack. 3rd down and 15 now. Miami and Louisville in a shootout, 45-38, 8:30 to go in the 4th. Clemson up 48-25. That game's winding down under 2 minutes. Auburn up 17-14 on Mizzou. Tyler Wesley waits for the snap. He's got it. He's looking downfield. What else are we going to do? We're going to throw it, take a shot. He's going to overthrow him, and we're going to have 4th down and 15. Really no chance there, and Tyler Wesley's getting help off the ground from Big Cam Burris.
He's holding his shoulder a little bit. His right arm's
hanging a little loose. Is Tyler Wesley. Now he's having a conversation with Coach Lamb about the prior play. 4th down and 15. Tristan Lyon on to punt. Cam Peoples back deep. And this is a low liner. Hopefully it'll bounce and give us some roll. They're not going to get a return on it. We'll get a little bit of a bounce. 36-yard line is where the Wasps will take over. Hey, how about number 23 Army? 45-28 on East Carolina. They're going to stay undefeated. Army-Navy, undefeated.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, Doc? You got Army-Navy, could be in their conference championship, and then they play the very next week. And what's a bigger game? The Army-Navy game. How does that going to work? Fascinating year in college football.
Yeah, it really is. You know, they were talking the other day and saying how there's this NIL, much to the chagrin of a lot of people, it has created parity and more even competition, and it's hard to argue with some of these games that we've been seeing.
Yeah. You know, the problem is at the top, where you see the more elite players transferring, for NIL deals, there's got to be tampering going on, because these guys go into the portal. They know where they're going. It's not like you're going to go get them. They know where they're going. They know the approximate money they're going to get. Now, I think on the lower levels where guys are looking for more playing time, things like that, they transfer to different programs and maybe give some real help. But I'm telling you, that top level, it bothers me a little bit, because it's, that these best guys are going from one school to the other because there's a pile of money waiting for them, and it's already been promised to them. And there's a whole thing called tampering. And it's not good for the game in that regard. But when it relates to picking up the key puzzle pieces in different programs, you see a Vanderbilt competing with people this year. A lot of it has to do with the transfer portal.
Boy, and that's been fun seeing Vanderbilt knocking down some teams that thought they were going to roll over Vanderbilt. All this transfer talk is getting me a little nervous. Coach, you're not trying to tell us something. You're not transferring, are you? We need you here, buddy.
I'm committed to Anderson University. I'm the first broadcaster in Anderson football history.
They're not, you know, some of these
We'll
checks
negotiate a little bit on the contract. But
I don't want to see money be getting thrown at you and you jumping ship here.
Mutter the third hands it off to Jackson, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. 96, that's Hezzy Kennard. Big play, big man. Smothered him up back there. 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. Trying to see if we got any SAC scores available. Those just don't seem to be reported as fervently as your Division I football. Mutter the third letting the clock run under 11 minutes. He's going to fake it to Jackson, and he's going to throw up close to the chain to get. Peoples catches it, taken down by Witt. First down, Henry and Emory. So Doc Weirden, to your point, they go with Jackson. He loses 3, so he just went back on his yard total. We've been so good against the run today, but these little passes underneath our zones are just eating us up. Mutter the third gives it to Jackson. He's going to try to get two of those yards he lost back. It'll be 2nd and 8. Virginia not giving up. They score one here late with 1:37 in the fourth, 48-31 Clemson. Gerard Woods got the tackle on that last play, 2nd down and 8. Mutter the third using a lot of play clock. Now he's going to 2-step drop, roll out of there with. He's getting some pressure. He's got some room. He's going to run it over the 50. He's going to get the first down out of bounds around the 41-yard line. So the Wasps keeping the chains moving. And the clock are running. We're at 9:25. Wasps lead at 27-3 over the Trojans. Last score was a block punt. Kind of put this one out of reach. Nine minutes to go. Mutter the third lines them up. 2 receivers left. One's going in motion to the right. It's number 80, tight end. Mutter the third. Most success is coming downfield. He had a man in his face, and he took a shot. Mutter the third is rolling over. He felt that one.
Gerard Woods got in there and got a hit on him.
That's Gerard Woods. Mutter the third not so glad to meet him in that context. He's bent over a little bit, trying to shake it off, hands on his helmet. He's staying in there. But, they're just keeping this short game. That is what has moved the chains well for them today. 2nd down and 10. Looks like our best success against that has been having success bringing pressure. So if we can just bring more in their blocking. But they got a lot in there blocking right now. Looks like about 6 guys and a running back giving protection. They got 7 protecting.
It looks like
he's got time. Steps up in the pocket, and there it is. They sit underneath the zone. Number 15 makes the grab. Hunter Bolden. Couple grabs a day for Hunter. Moves the chains. Clock's at 8:20. First down and 10 Wasp. Again, using a lot of play clock. Calls it with about 10 seconds left. Fakes it to Jackson. Going to throw underneath. Just Abshire's going to give him a few more yards. About 7 more on his stat line. They're just sitting in there taking what we give them.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way for us not to give them something. Getting it out quick, so it's hard to get to him. 2nd and 4. That'll go down to 6 yards for Abshire.
I mean, definitely a clean game that's been managed here. Very precise.
Mutter's going to throw it on the sideline. That's going to be
pick
dropped by
it up.
Peoples.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
No whistles blown. We got a man at the 50, 40, 30, 20. That's Kendall Chapman. I coached that kid. Touchdown Trojans. Trojans in the end zone.
Well, they're not signaling right now. They're going to – let's see what they say.
Kendall Chapman, heads up play. Ball was on the ground. The question is, was it a forward pass or a backwards pass?
Yeah.
Wasp are going to argue it was forward. From my eye, I couldn't tell you.
Let's look at it.
We're getting a replay right here. He's at the 23. That's a forward pass.
Forward.
It's going to come back. Heads up play by Kendall Chapman. You know, the officials did right to kind of let it play out. Replay's going to tell you the story.
But
Chapman scooped. Now he's tired. He's going to have to probably go out. But a heads up play. But that's going to be ruled. Okay, check that. Let's see it again.
Okay, they're calling it a fumble on the field.
They're calling it a fumble.
All right, look at that marker where he is standing. That's forward.
No, it's not about forward. They said he possessed it.
Oh.
And they called it a fumble.
Okay.
And again, what my eyes are telling me is he did not possess the ball.
He did not possess that. That's why I didn't.
He did not put it away. There's no football move. There's no securing of the football. It doesn't even stick to his hands. It just it's almost like he bobbles it out.
He didn't even make a football move, even if he had caught it.
Yeah.
So
again, probably not going to get that overturned.
I believe that justice has been served.
If they give us the 7, if they say we don't have it rolling on the field, confirmed.
Wait a minute. They're going to that black tent. Just stay out of there. You guys don't need to go in there.
They're going to go look at it. Now, listen, there's a little more evidence to the eyeballs on that, but they could give us a makeup call from earlier. Still don't think they had a possession over there.
If you slow the film down enough,
if you hit pause, I mean, he's holding it forever. I wonder if our guys can control the booth down there. 7:03 to go, fourth quarter. Kendall Chapman, again, a great job to just scoop it up. Don't assume anything. And for a moment, we've got 9 points, 27-9. Defensive scoop and score off the called fumble on the field, but they're reviewing it.
You know, there's a story. Lee Corso was the head coach at Indiana University, and they're playing Ohio State. Ohio State's better than them, and first quarter of the game, somehow Indiana gets up 7-0, and Lee Corso calls a timeout and gets his team on the field, and they take a picture of the whole team and the scoreboard in the background, 7-0 IU over Ohio State, and then Ohio State proceeded to thrash them around the field. We could get a picture of the scoreboard, 27-9, if we did that right this second, but I have a feeling that 6 is coming off.
See. I got Coach Lamb's number in here.
Boo.
Incomplete pass. They changed the ruling.
Boo.
Evidently, there's not enough intimidation here at Melvin and Dolly Out Stadium to get the officials to think twice about overturning the touchdown. The 6 points are off the board. It's 27-3. Goes down as an incomplete, 2nd and 3 for the Wasp.
But it was fun. It was fun to let it play out.
It was. Biggest play of the day for us. Fourth quarter, 1 minute. Auburn 17, 19 ranked Missouri 14. Missouri's got the ball at the Auburn 9. If I'm reading that right. Miami just pulled away, 52-38 in the fourth. Indiana's going to get a win there, 56-7. Gamecocks holding on, 32-9.
Nice. All right.
Well, we still got Mutter the third at quarterback. Love to see a backup in there. He gives it to Jackson. Jackson, that's one of the best runs. He just bulldozes his way forward to move the chains inside our 10.
That's the Jackson I've been worried about popping up here late.
Well, he shows up with 6:53 to go in the fourth, but now come on, defensive front. You're playing for pride now. Don't let these guys muscle you into the end zone.
They're playing fast tempo all of a sudden.
Wasp trying to put an exclamation point on this game. They're up 27-3 with 6:49 to go. Jack Murphy's in, wide receiver, 5'9", 175, redshirt freshman from Anderson, South Carolina, right here at home.
Well, we still have a good crowd that stayed through this game.
You know, that doesn't make sense. I said Murphy. Unless they moved him to defense. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Beautiful day. We're down 27-3. Again, Emory and Henry at the top of the division.
Well,
right behind Carson Newman. Emory and Henry's going to go to 4-1, 6-1 overall. Anderson's going to fall to 1-4, 3-4 overall. Get back under 500. So it is first down and goal. Gibbs going to go to Jackson, and he is met by number 12, Chase Brightheart. 6'1", 230-pound redshirt freshman from Trenton, South Carolina. See if we can bow up our backs here. Jeb Robinson checking in for Brightheart. Miller the third's got two receivers left. Has 6'4", tall drinks of water. He's going to throw it for Abshire. Abshire's going to get him another one. Touchdown. Emory and Henry.
That's his second for the day.
Abshire is having himself a day. Second touchdown for him. Mutter the third is, what's he thrown? 3 or 4? At least his third TD there. Extra point pending, and it's good. Kick through by Trace.
So that's his third touchdown throw of the day.
6:04 to go. It's 34-3. We're going to go to a break, come back for the final 6 minutes. Well, we're back, Anderson, South Carolina. We haven't been home since September 21st, and that was a introduction into South Atlantic Conference football play against Limestone University. And they're among the top teams in the league. We're facing another one today, and we trail Emory and Henry 34-3. So we're learning. We're learning about the gap between us and the top of the league. That's a part of what you're building here in Anderson, South Carolina. More than 80% of your roster is either true freshman or redshirt freshman, and that's going to show up, especially against the top teams in the league. We look down their list, lots of upperclassmen starting, fifth-year guys. Good football team is this Wasp team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. Like the way they're playing. Very well put together team, very well coached. Especially with especially with the coaching change that they had. That's great.
Interim head coach Quentin Hunter doing a great job with this team. Defense coordinator Mitchell Walters. All right, we got Riley Willis is in at quarterback, and has trouble with the exchange, and then he's taken down. The ball's on the ground, and now we're looking to see if they call him down. It's going to be a big loss. We're keeping the ball. The offensive. So Riley Williams is in at quarterback. He's been the next guy in here for against Barton. He played the whole game through with Tyler Wesley hurt. He and Rob Sanders are battling for that second spot behind Wesley. So Willis has got that, and he's standing at his 10 to take the snap. Second down and a long way to go. Riley's going to fire it complete. That's number 84. Tight end Aiden Dixon from Forest Hill, Maryland, redshirt freshman. Gets a few yards, maybe 2, 3. We're up to the 19. It's third down. 17 to go. Two receivers right, two left. It's Mons Campbell, hard count. They jumped on us. We got a free play, throwing it downfield. Riley Willis completes it. Good catch by Ken Brown. He crosses the 50 for us. Fun to see a little success there. Riley Willis, I think we got him off sides on the hard count. He took a shot. Good idea by Riley. You take the shot downfield. No harm done if something bad goes on, but in this case, something great goes on. We don't need the penalty. We'll take the big play down to the 48-yard line. One of our biggest chunk plays of the day, Doc.
Yeah.
He just threw it up, threw it underneath.
Little underthrown.
It was double coverage, but Ken Brown had the track on the ball to come back a little bit for it and make the play. 1st and 10 at their 48. Riley Willis calls for it. He throws over the middle for tight end Dixon. That's going to be incomplete. Pow. As soon as that ball got to him, he was being hit. Looks like number 23 over there on the defensive side, Keaton Edwards, 5'11 sophomore, Simpsonville, Kentucky. Second down and 10. 4:10 to go in the game. We're down 34-3. Riley Willis calls for it. Mons Campbell's his running back. And he keeps it there. He was looking downfield, and number 9, he got him for a sack. That's Chad Pouncey, 6'2", 225 junior, Lynchburg, Virginia. He was back there without much defiance. I don't know if he came off that left end. That's where he looks to be lined up right now. So he got around us. Maybe he shot inside. It's almost like he came up the middle. As soon as Riley faked it and was looking downfield, he had Big 90 on top of him. So it's 3rd and long. Riley Willis trying to bail us out here. And he's taking a few steps. Now he's gotten pressure. Now he's going to get sacked again.
They had four guys in the back.
That's number 90 again, gets the sack. Chad Pouncey. They were just had all kind of pressure. We were not holding up there.
4 guys he was dodging.
So back-to-back sacks. Always curious to be in on that conversation with a quarterback and the head coach afterwards. Just, I'm looking at that saying, what does a kid do? He's pressure's breathing down his neck as soon as he gets his feet set.
Yeah, and we're under 3 minutes in the fourth quarter now. So
Lyon gets this one off. They had 6 points on a block punt score. He's going to kick it out of bounds. Right around, goodness, just never know where that goes out on the sideline. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 Wasp. Next week, the Wasp they host Carson Newman, so that's going to be a showdown here in the league.
Yeah, and they're going to go in with a 6-1 record after today's win, Anderson's going to drop to 3-4 on the year. Still.
Listen, that matchup next week, Carson Newman, Emory and Henry, that's for the Mountain Division. Those teams are out ahead of everybody else. Emory and Henry have one loss to Limestone. Carson Newman's undefeated, so they could get them head-to-head. Backup quarterback is in. He throws it out complete. A lot of space on the sideline. Nobody's there to cover. This kid's going to run for a first down is the number 16. 16's in at quarterback. Eli Fouts, 6'2", redshirt freshman, 6'20", Rocky Mount, Virginia. Looks like he threw it up there to number 15, Hunter Bolden's got several receptions today. Gives it up the middle this time.
It's going to take us to the 2-minute
They
warning.
list a Cole Lambert as their backup.
Yeah.
So unless numbers have changed somehow, that's Eli Fouts. And we're at the 2-minute warning here in the game, 34-3 Wasp. Next week, your Trojans will come back to you. Stay tuned. Well, we're at the 2-minute warning here at Melvin and Dolly Young Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. 34-3, Emory and Henry leads the Anderson Trojans. Next week, Trojans on the road at Tusculum. Number 16, Eli Fouts in at quarterback. He's going to throw it out here again. Had number 89, hits him in the hands. He can't hang on. Gabe Karstott out of Leesburg, Virginia, couldn't hang on to it. You know, they're still throwing it because that's where the success has been. It's just really stingy we've been against the run.
Yeah.
3rd down and 8 for the Wasps. Number 22 is their running back, Cade Snutherly. Now, it's interesting because at some of these spots, I don't see Emory and Henry going deeper than us. They're up 34-3. Fouts is looking downfield. He's got a lot of time. He's got a man with a step. We're close in on it. Got an interception. Picked off around the 15, taken down inside the 10. I'm showing number 25, Chase Sturgeon, 6'2", 195, redshirt freshman, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Well done, Chase. Now, Doc, it does serve as good as a punt, probably better than a punt, as they got us down at the 6-yard line.
Let's look at the replay. Was there a face mask at the end of that play? Watch on the tackle.
Sturgeon was running. The guy had a step on it. He closed it. And then hands all over the mask. I'm not sure anybody saw it except us. So we get a turnover. We'll take it. Too little, too late, but good to get a turnover on the board. It'll be -2 instead of -3. Riley Willis is back out at quarterback. Looks like JBC Jr. is your running back. Riley's going to roll right, get it out quick to Dixon. Dixon's knocked out of bounds, maybe a yard, maybe 2. Second down and 8 for the Trojans. Willis calls for it. Does he give it? I think he gives it to JBC, but JBC would have rather that not happen. He was just, there's about 3 guys on top of him. Helmet comes off. He's saying, man, don't give that to me. So now we're 3rd down and 14.
And the clock's winded down.
I see. It's actually just over 12 yards to go. Riley Willis gives them a hard count, gets a man moving, but they don't call anything. He's going to give it. Running back Zayden Gunn's going to get a few. Try to give us a little more breathing room to punt it. And it's going to be 4th down and 7 or 8. Riley Willis came into this game. He was 22 for 38 on the season, 1 interception, about a 58% completion percentage, 156 yards. Might have got as long. His long coming in was 21. I think it was a longer when he hit down here to Kenneth Brown. So Tristan Lyons punting close to the back of his end zone. He's got about 4 yards to spare. Let's avoid a disaster. Whistle's coming in. 21 seconds to go. Once again, your Trojans are on the road next week to Tusculum. Now, Doc, the interesting thing here, Tusculum 0-4 coming in today, 0-5 overall. Anderson will move to 1-4, 3-4. So really, you know, preseason, Anderson was picked to be at the rear end of the SAC. That game up in Tusculum could have something to say about that. Tusculum would love to get a W on the board with the Trojans' first-year program coming into their house. But Anderson is going to have to play big on the road. That's where we got 1 SAC win. Can we go do it again up in Tusculum? And I'll tell you, this Emory and Henry team went on the road to Tusculum and won 23-21. So we got to do a lot of things right going up to Tusculum next week if we're going to get a second conference win. That's going to be the end. We're not going to have to punt it. Clock runs out. Your final score, Emory and Henry 34, Anderson 3. And we'll be gathering on the field at the Trojan helmet at the end of the game. Again, next week we're listing a 1 p.m. kickoff at Tusculum, back on the road. Thanks to Flow Sports and 105.1 The Spirit for picking us up today. And don't forget, last home at where are we at November 2nd?
That's
at Carson Newman, November 2nd. Back home on the 9th, Mars Hill. Doc, we got some final stats. Give our listeners some final stats here today.
All right. So total offense for the Wasps, 359 yards. Total for Anderson, 179. Passing for Emory and Henry, 20 for 33 with 1 interception. And Anderson had 10 out of 29 with 3 interceptions. The rushing was 30 attempts for 107 yards for E&H and 33 attempts for 57 yards for Anderson. Tackles on the defense for Anderson. Darian Perry ended up with 7, Kendall Chapman 7, Carter Witt 6, Colton Smith 5. Receiving, Worth and Carr had 4 catches for 68 yards. Kenneth Brown had 3 catches for 51, and Aiden Dixon had 2 for 5 yards. Rushing, JBC had 31 yards on 3 carries. Bryson James had 30 yards on 8 carries. And Tyler Wesley got 29 on 8 attempts on the ground. Zayden Gunn also chipped in with 11 yards for 4 carries. Any other stats jump out at you?
Well, just a good day. Charles Mutter, the third, over there on the other side of the ball, 19 for 30, 239 yards, 3 TDs. He didn't turn it over, sacked twice. Good job at leading receivers on the day. Cam Abshire, 11 targets. He got caught 7 of them for 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. A big day for Abshire. Peoples and Stitt were the next men up at 44 and 55 yards. Stitt got the first touchdown on the day. But this Emory and Henry team, again, hats off to them. Interim head coach done a great job coming on the road, getting another big win. They were supposed to win today. They did. They did it 34-3. Our Trojan program, we're growing. We're growing up. Young men are growing up. We are competing. Emory and Henry will tell you that was not an easy out. They executed. They made the big plays when those big plays needed to be made. There's still a lot on the season to be played for and developing this program and making history here. Every game's historic. We go on the road to Tusculum for the first time. Again, that's a team that currently doesn't have a win in the South Atlantic Conference, something the Trojans do have, but it's not going to be easy. Emory and Henry just beat them 23-21 last week, and so Tusculum is licking their chops to try to get a W.
And there's a lot of positives to take away, and we are cleaning up some things, and obviously there's always going to be some things we need to improve, but, man, I like what I'm seeing. It's easy to get discouraged losing a ball game, but, man, lot to be positive about.
Well, listen, Flow Sports will pick up the Tusculum and Carson Newman broadcast these next 2 weeks on the road, so you won't hear from Doc Weird and me until we're back home for our final home game, November 9th against Mars Hill. So Trojan Nation, for Michael Sanders, his production team, and Dr. Steve Weird. And this is Paul Sanders. Until next time, go Trojans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that out loud? It's because I just saved $7 shopping with Shop and Earn. Whether you're shopping in-store or online, Food Lion's Shop and Earn program makes it easy for me to rack up rewards as I shop. Thank you, Food Lion. On average, I earn about $20 in rewards a month. And that's not even counting the hot sale and everyday savings I get with my MVP card. The best part? All I have to do is activate my monthly offers and shop like normal. Here's how it works. I go to foodlion.com or sign into the Food Lion app and make sure I activate my monthly offers. Food Lion selects them just for me based on what I buy. This lets me know which items will help me earn rewards and how close I am to getting the rewards I want. And then while I shop, I earn. It's like multitasking. No stress, just rewards. Checkout is the best part. My Shop and Earn is linked to my MVP account, so any rewards earned are automatically applied. Cha-ching, am I right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that out?